Hello. Hi. Welcome. Today we're going back into Stardew. We're going back. And I just gotta turn the volume down from my side because it got really loud there for a minute. But we're going to go back into Stardew. It is summer. We're going to do some growing of the crops. We're going to do some fishing finally because I have the training rod now. Because I was waiting for that event to happen. I was waiting for that specific event. And we might finish the mines today. I'm not sure really about the mines. Cause the mines are kind of funky with the last 40 floors. It might be closer to fall that we finish them, but I will be going to the mines a little bit just to collect some material and stuff like that because we still got some upgrading to do. But the mines might have to be on the back burner a little bit while we do other stuff. Either way, we've got the majority of the mines set up, but might have to get a bigger sword and stuff. We'll see. We'll see either way. But we're just gonna go ahead and get started with the game. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why. I think this is the second time that I just I just started the game on the title screen, but it's fine. It's fine. We're in summer now. We're in summer. I already went ahead and planted stuff yesterday, which yesterday was a pretty good day. I did get kind of burnt out at the end, which well, if my mouse would stop trying to tell me which direction to go to. I also want to try and get chickens. It might be more towards the end. Might be more towards the end of the season before we take care of that. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. But big things are coming. I also really want to try and get a the silver. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot we upgraded. I forgot we upgraded stuff. Okay, well it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I have an upgraded like watering can now. It's fine. Uh, we just did it a little bit. Now you can see. Hey, look at the upgrade. Look, it's so much faster now. See, we used to do it the old-fashioned way. Now we do it faster. It's listen. I'm gonna be scattered no matter what. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. My brain is just constantly scattered. Speaking of scattered, I think I did get a little scattered at the end of last stream, and I kind of wanted to bring it back for just a little bit because I got really upset because I thought somebody was promoing, and I technically they were, and I still stand by that. But I don't think they were doing it in a negative way. Like, I've had several on the stream that have come in and, like, did, like, a casual combo. And then, like, they were like, by the way, I'm an artist. And you should come check out the stuff. You want to see all the stuff that I've done? Check out all the stuff that I've done. And they just tried, like, to provide links and stuff. And then Seribot comes after them and bans them. And I may have gotten set off when I saw the post. But I don't think the person that came in yesterday really deserve to be blocked or anything, but they are on Instagram more than Twitch. I literally checked their channel like today and realized that they don't have anything on Twitch, or like they have a few followers and stuff, so like they've been active at some point, but they're more active on Instagram now, so I can't properly apologize to them because I don't have Instagram. And I listen. I have a Facebook that's more personal, but I don't plan on getting a Facebook or Instagram attached to Gnomesy. Like I barely ever use Facebook or Instagram on my own real life thing. So I don't feel comfortable just getting Facebook or Instagram just to make an apology. So I'm just making it here, and like I actually followed them. I actually followed them, and if I ever see them again, I'm just gonna like apologize on their stream or something, or something, because like I do feel bad because I feel like I kind of like shot right off the cuff. But like it's just happened so much that I kind of like got set off by it, and I do feel bad about it now. Anyway, today, hmm, you know what? Maybe today we'll do some fishing. I don't have a lot of health. I don't want to use it. We don't really have. I'm going to go ahead and put the bamboo pole up. I'm going to put up the bamboo pole because what I'd like to do is I'd like to build up some skill with the smaller rod and just focus more on getting all the better stuff with the bigger rods that can carry bait and stuff later down the line. So I'd rather focus on building skill than catching like a whole slew of different items right now. Getting a whole variety of different like fish and stuff like that. It's more about skill for me right now. So we're going to just catch a whole bunch of fish here. I think what we'll do is we'll fish at different areas at different times. Like I will still collect the fish. And we'll keep like a little stockpile, but I'm not going to worry so much about. Let me see how much friendship Sam has. We'll also collect like a few. Try to see if I can get it for free. Oh, I'm sorry, Evelyn. I actually do feel bad about that. I'm not talking to you. I'm trying to talk to the quest board, but that's okay. But I want to try and befriend Sam. And Sam should pop out more during the summertime. So I'm just gonna grab a few of these. We'll get 3 for now. That'll be enough for this season and next. I'm gonna keep the bread. I'm gonna save the bread and stuff for the mines for the most part. But Sam should be over at the beach, and sometimes he'll just like hang out right across the river from Penny. Ooh, more bread. I'm gonna have a lot of stuff maybe for like the mines and stuff. I kind of want to save most of like the bigger food for like fishing and stuff, but I'm gonna talk to you too because you're so rare at coming out. But we'll take care of you. I'm gonna just check. I kind of want to do the fishing more today at the main town area. But I'm just checking to see if Sam's down here because sometimes he's with the kids. But it doesn't look like it. He'll probably pop up though somewhere around here sometime today. If he doesn't, that's fine. Like you can only give 2 gifts in an unmodded gameplay. You can only give 2 gifts a week. So I have like the rest of the week to find him. But I should be able to see him. Anyway, this is our this is our fishing tutorial. You hold the X button to make the bar go up, and you let go of the X button to make it go down. And you just gotta get the bar to just keep the fish in the bar. Anyway, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. Been a while since we've done this. Anyway, been a while since we've seen the fishing rod. Like the main reason I did this is because I wanted the free. Like you don't really need the free thing. It's not really valuable. It's not really necessary. But like I prefer just getting it for free and just the free XP because there's just so much other stuff that you could do in your first year that like fishing is like the least concerning for me. Like there's so many other things that I care about and it's not fishing. So my idea is kind of, except for like maybe a few special days, we'll probably just do a mix of like one day will be foraging, one day will be mining, one day will be fishing. Because I don't want everything to be like there's been a few days where I've had to do mining twice in a row or something like that because of like a thing going on. Like salmon berries I did like several days in a row because salmon berries are only for like a week or like a little less than a week. So like there's a few occasions where I have to do it. Also, you can get ice cream during summer. Uh, for some reason, Alex runs an ice cream stand, and all it sells is a singular ice cream. But like, if you're looking for ice cream and if you're wanting some, that's where you can get it. You can also make it yourself later on if you have the materials, but like I don't care. I don't care. Um we might buy next year. We might buy one sometime, but it's not a big deal. Like 250 is a lot for a single ice cream. I mean, I guess it kind of follows like Pokemon logic, where like the first two numbers are just like the cents. So you're actually spending like $2.50. At least that's how I've always pictured it. That's how I've always pictured this kind of game. So we're gonna give ourselves a couple more berries. We don't really need too much health, but I figure we'll stay here until about like 6 or 7. I kind of want to wait and see for the kids what time they leave, because I'm assuming Sam will be out around the same time, or will be getting home, and I can hang out with him before he gets into the house. Like, once he gets 2 hearts, I can actually go into his room, and I can give him gifts there. And I can do this for, like, everybody. I think that will be the last 2 berries that I use today. Everything else will just be going home with me. Because, like, I don't want to spend all day fishing. We don't really need to do anything else. Like, I'll just use the excess energy for something else if I have to. But I really want to try and get Sam to that 2nd heart. That way I could just like hang out in his bedroom. Listen, don't take it out of context. but they're already leaving. They do pause when you're catching a fish. They're just like, "Oh, you're fishing? Hang on a second. Let me just stop." So Sam probably is over there right now. He should, or at least he's getting close to home, because he kind of does pick up for his siblings sometimes. Let me see. Is he in here? I don't think he's in here. No. Okay. Well, let's see. Maybe he isn't picking them up. I don't know where Sam is. He might be over at Shane's. Sebastian. I don't know why I keep getting Sebastian and Shane get mixed up. I think it's because they all start with the letter S. I just keep getting their names mixed up. I'll just hang out here. I'll just hang out here for a little bit, and then we'll go and check and see if Sam's at home. I think it closes up about, what is it? Maybe 8 o'clock. So if I could see Sam before 8, that'd be great. Still got a little bit of health anyway, so it's fine. I think it takes about 7-ish health. You can also fish at your farm technically, but the only thing that you'll get there is like recyclables. But you still get XP. You get XP even if you're only collecting recyclables. So like, it's not a bad way to earn like extra XP if you don't really care about what you're getting. And you can use those recyclables for stuff later on. I will be abusing that. I'll be abusing the heck out of that during the fall, so don't you worry. Oh, that used 8. So maybe it's like 7 to 8 or 9-ish. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I want to check about like 9 o'clock. Not 9. 7. Listen, I'm getting my numbers mixed up. It's fine. But we get done with this one, and I'm gonna go inside Sam's house. Just really quick. Am I stalking Sam? Probably. Let's see. I just want to make sure he doesn't like sneak off into. Vincent is literally by Vincent's literally by himself. Okay. Well, there's his mom. So at least his mom is there. His brother's probably going to be joining soon. Unless he's just spending the night. I thought that was him walking by, but no, it's Marnie. That's just Marnie. But maybe he's spending the night at like Sebastian's or something like that. Bro's not. Anyway. Alright, that's the last one of those. Just checking once more to make sure Sam didn't sneak by me. I don't think he did. No. And I think, okay, it does close at 8. There's Sam. You're a bit of a late night runabout, ain't you? Okay, 2 hearts. Perfect. Now I can, like, go stalk him in the middle of the morning. I could just go to, I could just go into his room and toss him a cola. I don't have to hunt him down. I'll have to do this for Elliot too eventually because him and Leah often like to just run around everywhere. But let me see. I'm gonna make some chests. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. That should do it. So I'm gonna pop them over here. 2, 3. Yeah, we'll do it like that. So um, the idea is this is going to be like a recyclable thing and then like the beach stuff, right? For now. For now. We'll also probably have, you know what, I'm just going to put this blue. I'll have it dark blue for now. And then this is going to be, I'm going to make it like a kind of like a pale blue like that for like town fish. I'm going to make it like a green color for mountain. And then I'm going to make this, you know what, I'll make this in the dark blue for ocean. And then this is going to be like kind of the everything jar, including like the specialty. Including the specialty, so this is kind of like a mix of everything. Like I could put these into the ocean one too, but this is kind of like a, hey, we don't really apply to like any specific place, or we're like so special we're only like one special thing that's in like the secret woods or something like that. We're like super duper unique. There's only like one of us in existence or something like that at that location. That sort of deal. Well, that'll sound good. There was an earthquake during the night. Well, today we're not fishing. We're not fishing because we got to take care of something. Anyway, we got another repeat. This is embarrassing. I lost my lucky purple shorts. I'm telling you this because I think I can trust you. If you find them, bring them back to me discreetly. I'll pay well. Thanks. Mayor Lewis. All right. All right. We'll get back. We'll get back to this. We'll get back to this. It's going to take a while to to find them. It's going to take a little bit to find them. I know where they're at, but it's going to take a little bit to get to get to them. Anyway, listen. I've complained a little bit before about like some of the stuff in Stardew Valley. Let me go ahead and just give a rounding applause for the game doing something that no other that no other farming sim has ever done, and it's this quest line right here. Not a single other game has had the balls to do this. Anyway, anyway, we'll be there in a minute. We'll be there in a minute. Honestly, this is probably the best thing about Stardew Valley. Anyway, we'll be back to it. We'll be back to it. So we're gonna take care of this first, and then I'll show you where the shorts went missing. His lucky purple shorts. Because this is probably one of the funniest like memed on things in the game. There has been so many additions to this game regarding the lucky purple shorts. Like it's honestly kind of wild just how much like memes and stuff are in regards to these damn shorts. And it's honestly kind of fun. It's honestly great. I love the freaking I love the freaking like shorts and stuff. Like it's great. It's actually great. Anyway, I think the only one that's come close to this is like Gleaner Heights, which I I can't handle horror. Like I don't know how morbid like the original version of Gleaner Heights is, but I saw like they did some updates and did like a season 2, and it's a lot gorier, and I'm just like, I can't handle that. Like I appreciate Gleaner Heights for what it did, and I feel like it's like the stepping stone for a lot of like the more modern, like darker, like what's the game? Grimshire, and then like the Grave seasons that's like coming out soon. Like I appreciate it for like being the stepping stone for those games, but like it's just those games are not something that I can like comfortably play. I like maybe I could play like Grimshire, but I don't know if I could play Grave Seasons. It depends. It depends on how like morbid and dark it gets, really. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I will just visit Sam real quick. I just want to visit Sam real quick. We'll be going to find the shorts too, but I just want to visit Sam. I just want to. Oh, I got a free iron bar. Why you got iron? Anyway, listen to that MIDI keyboard. Oh, hi, Gnomesy. Sebastian and I were just having a little jam session. We're trying to start a band, but we still don't know what kind of music to make. There's too many possibilities. Say, Gnomesy, what kind of music do you like? I mean, shouldn't you be making music that you like? Shouldn't you be making music that you like, not what I like? Anyway, cheerful pop, experimental noise rock, high energy dance music, honky tonky country music. I mean, he seems more like a cheerful pop or like what like experimental noise rock. Like Sebastian especially seems like the experimental noise rock. I'm gonna do honky tonk country music because that just seems the funniest choice here. Hey, you know what? That's exactly the kind of style I've been thinking about for the band. Uh huh. Uh huh. So you're gonna make all your choices based off of somebody else's decisions for you, huh? What do you say, Sebastian? Should we do this? Okay. Yeah, Sebastian's just like, I don't like any of this. We're picking country just because somebody else picked it. Thanks for the help, Gnomesy. With my guitar skills and Sebastian's wizardry on the synthesizer, we're going to be a screaming success. I'm convinced of it. We're going to make the next honky tonk badonkadonk. And I just need to find someone to play drums. Oh, oh gosh, it's listen. They're the players get a lot of choice in what the other people get to do. Like I know we kind of decide what Elliot's gonna make later on too, like in his writing and stuff like that. So we get a lot of choice in a lot of things, but like it's just funny to me that we get to decide. Oh hey, Sam's gonna make a band. All right, he doesn't get any choice. It's going to be country music. It's all going to be country music anyway. Um, I gotta make the screen a little bit bigger. So just give me a second. Just give me a second, cause I know you can't probably. Oh, wrong thing. There's the shorts. Right next to Marty's bed up there. Anyway. They're right up there. Huh. I thought Marty said she was single. That's interesting. I thought she was single. Well. The Moonlight Jellies will be here soon. It's one of my favorite things about the valley. Oh, really? What about Marty? I feel like she might be one of your favorite things too. I'm just saying. Just just saying. So in order to actually go into Marty's room, we have to befriend her. The kegs are probably a really good option. You can give her diamonds. She loves diamonds. But getting diamonds is kind of hard. Like the keg is easier, but like I'm gonna be honest with you, I usually give her diamonds because like I do so much mining that diamonds tend to be a little bit easier for me, especially if you have like the gemstone like option in the upgrades. So like when you're doing the mining in level 5, you pick the gemstone option. Like like I tend to get I tend to get like the diamonds pretty easy, but like we're gonna try and get the kegs. That reminds me, have I unlocked the tappers yet? Okay, I'm gonna have to use the mouse. Wood and copper bars. Okay, so I'm gonna need a lot of copper. We're not gonna do. I mean, I could. Okay, you want a carp. Okay, I gave him a gift because I just saw him and I was like, wait, did I give him a gift? I didn't give Gunther anything. Technically, tomorrow's a foraging day, but we got to go to that one place and we got to clear that out. So today's not really a foraging day. It's more we're cleaning things up day. We're going to be cleaning up the new area, and then we're going to clean up like our farm a little bit. So it's cleanup day. So kind of looks similar, but it's not. And then we'll probably go back to the mines a little bit. I think we will probably go collect some copper because we really need to start like building up the tappers. Because maple syrup and pine tar and oak resin are going to be very useful for a lot of items, and I want to try and get those all set up. Now, there's nothing stopping you from, say, planting trees in other areas. Nothing stopping you at all. If you want to plant a whole bunch of stuff, say at the forest, like new trees, you can. You can, but you might want to wait until after summer's over, or at least after a certain event happens in summer, because there's an event that happens in summer, and it might cause you a little bit of issues. And I'm not gonna spoil it in case like this is your first time actually playing the game. But there is an event that happens, and it kind of changes the landscape a little bit. Not too bad, but it does spawn a bunch of trees in. So I'd rather wait until that event happens before I start planting extra trees. But once those trees are fully like grown, I'm a man. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I made myself a man this game by accident. Oh my god. it's kind of it's kind of shocking, but also like this is just me after like streaming. Anyway, listen, during the summertime, this is just me after a stream. I I hate clothes, especially during the heat. Oh, anyway, we got a hot spring now. We got a pool or a sauna, whatever, and we could just heal up here. We don't even need food. Anyway, I think I gave out way too much information there. Oh, but like, oh dear, the underwear and like the little flats, sandals or whatever you're wearing in the pool area are just exactly the same as like the same color as whatever you're wearing as a skirt or pants. So anyway, anyway, this summer was like a nightmare. By the way, don't you agree? Like I think summer is a nightmare no matter what. But whew, it was hot. Anyway, I'm gonna clear off all this. I'm even gonna like get rid of the trees, which the trees are all pine. They're always pine. But since I'm here, I'm just gonna get rid of everything. And we'll count this as like a clearing day, and then we'll probably just focus on the farm because it's been a while since we've done like a really deep like clear out, and we do have the option to like cut like the big stumps now. So I just want to do a whole big bunch of clearing. get some material and stuff like that. Alright, we got another book. And this area is pretty small. Like, the main focus of this area is just the sauna itself. Like, you can put other stuff here. Like, you can. Honestly, I don't even, like, there's a few areas that I like to put stuff down in, but I normally don't because I'm always afraid of, like, the villagers just breaking it apart. So, like, I don't even bother most of the time now. Like, I used to put, like, beehives and stuff in main town, but, like, they kept breaking them. So, like, I don't even care anymore. I just keep everything in the main, like, it's just in town. It's just on the farm. Except for, like, tappers and stuff on trees that I know won't get destroyed. Except for, that one tree. That one tree that apparently magically gets destroyed anyway. But I don't think I could tap that anyway because it was technically part of the town. So, it's a weird day. Anyway, I'm just gonna chop these down too while I'm going this way. I could also chop down the trees like around Robin's place. But I'm going to use the mining day to collect a bunch of stone. Like, we've already got a few, but we need a lot of stone for the coop. We need a lot of stone for the coop. So I'll be collecting copper and stone that day. And it'll be great. Anyway, I think I'm going to spend the rest of this night just... Honestly, I think my main focus will be getting rid of the stumps and just extra wood. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm just gonna plop all these here. Gonna take care of all this. Gonna sell this. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got some mixed flower seeds now. So these are only flowers. And flowers only. So that's neat. But I think it's like... It doesn't have a specific season. So you can really plant them anytime, anywhere. And we do have like a few more squash. I think that's going to be the only squash that we grow this year. I forgot I put the books over here. I might switch that later on, but it's not a big deal now. I'll just keep it in my pocket. But I do need a hammer or something. Club. I need the big stick. But now health is not going to be that big of an issue. Health is not going to be a big issue at all. I think I'm still going to try and avoid the majority of the big things, the big trees, till a later time. Because I still want them to produce. I want them to produce seeds. I want them to produce other stuff. And they're not pine tar. They're not going to be like pine trees or anything like that. So I want them to produce like more of themselves. Like, I can always get wood from like outside the area. And like if I need like extra space to like build on or something like that, I can always just chop down like a few trees here and there rather than like all of them. There we go. Is there... Okay, there's this one. I could get rid of that. Alright, we're good. We're good for the season. I mean, good for the day. Whew. Not the season. Ooh, we can make a mahogany tree. Mahogany trees are literally just trees that give you hardwood. That's like their main source. I don't know if you could tap them. You might be able to tap them, but I don't know what you would get out of it. Like, those are like a later created trees, so I'm not entirely sure about that. Some of like the newer stuff I don't know much about. Anyway, foraging. We can make lightning rods now. Ooh. Ooh, I need to make some lightning rods actually. Okay. I need to see how much quartz I got and how much coal, because we're going to start experiencing lightning soon as an effect. And for some reason, the first season you don't deal with lightning, but the second season you do. Anyway, I can talk to Sam, but I can't like give him any more gifts, so I'm probably not going to worry about him for the rest of this week. I've done my daily diligence. I've done my time with him. My requirements. So he's not going to be a major focus. I'm really not going to be focusing in on a lot of like the villagers until like later. Especially because we have just so much to do on the farm. And we don't have a lot of materials. Like, I'm going to be trying to stockpile a little bit more this season. But I want to make sure that I try to get all the other stuff taken care of too. Because, like, I'm going to need a whole bunch of material to, like, upgrade with. I'm going to need a whole bunch of stuff for the bundles. I'm going to need stuff for all sorts of things. Money. I need it for money. That's probably the most important part right there. I need to sell stuff to make money, to get more stuff. It's all a big balancing act. But I could probably stockpile like some of the flowers at least. Once we get the greenhouse though, it probably won't be that big of an issue. I'll probably just like grow, at least for a short period of time. I probably won't keep them there, but I'll be focusing the first bit of like growing crops in the thing on growing items that will help me build friendship. That'll be my main focus for the greenhouse. And then later on, we'll focus on making money. Because if I could get a good, because some of the items that you sell in the greenhouse are also really good gifts. So like the blueberries is what I'm thinking of. The blueberries can be both a good gift and a good source of like money. It's one of those two-sided things. So I'm just gonna take a look. I don't think I need to do anything there. I just need to see iron bar, refined quartz, and 5 bat wings. Okay, so I actually need to bring the bat wing. I might bring the materials. I might start bringing like the monster materials down here. We'll start up. Ooh, I actually have some fruit bats too. I kind of forgot we got the fruit bats now. And this just gives you a bunch of different items. And they're all fruit. So like, if you don't have the fruit trees, this is a good way to get fruit trees stuff, like apples and like pomegranates and stuff like that. This is a good way to get them. This is a good way to get that stuff. But I want to go this way, that way I can just heal up. I'm going to keep, listen, I'm going to look at myself and I'm going to go into the women's bathroom at least a couple of times. Especially after I like come back after a week. I just know it. I just know I'm going to do that. I know for a fact I'm going to keep. Listen, I'm genderless. I don't care. I don't care. It's not like there's anybody that ever comes into the bathhouse. Like if you do Penny's event, you realize the bathhouse is like unisex anyway. The only thing that is different, the only thing that isn't unisex is which changer room you go into. Because Penny and you end up in the same, like, area anyway. You two share a bath together, like a pool. Is it a pool? It's a spa. Either way. Listen, it looks like a very heated pool, but I just don't know if it's a spa. Anyway, bath. See, it even calls itself a bath. I'm so confused. Bathhouse, spa, what's the difference? I It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, the point is only the bathrooms are like unisex. And there's literally nobody in there. I think Alex comes in during the winter time, and even then I don't think he actually goes inside the bathhouse area. I think he just sits in like the waiting area. I could be wrong. Maybe I am wrong. But I do remember he goes in there, but I don't think he actually goes into like the pool section. He just sits like outside of it. In that little room where the two areas are. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking too much again. I think way too much. I guess I'll find out like later on. Anyway, we have quartz. We're going to cook quartz. I'm also going to take this, and this. And the bone. I think that's all I need. For now. I'm going to come back with quartz. Make some more. I think I only need like a few of them. Like we have a very small area. Like lightning can strike the same area twice, so it's not impossible for like lightning to hit a lightning rod and then for it to hit again in the same spot. But like I just want to make sure that I have some. I don't know how long that's going to take. It might be tomorrow before we come back. But either way, I just want to make sure that I have my like at least one set up. Here you go. Have a salmon berry since I got it. Since I got it. I didn't bring the scythe. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see. I don't have a... See, I was kind of hoping to use these smaller versions. Like the no star quality for the bundles and stuff like that. Like I could still do it. It's not like we're going to be like desperate. I shouldn't cut trees in town. Well, I'm not trying to cut the trees. I'm just trying to collect the materials. I might just go ahead and use them though. I need a grape though. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I can just wait. I need to see what materials I got. Regardless. I think I might have to take a break and just go drop this stuff off. Because I'm not going to be able to, like, go to the beach. And grab the stuff there. I need a sweet pea. I don't have a sweet pea on me. I have 0 sweet peas. So we're not gonna worry about that quest. Although the sooner I do that quest line, I don't know why it like did that. Okay. Hang on. If I do an email, okay. It just like links to a certain item, I guess. I guess the expressions are like linked to like the keys. I don't know. I don't know. I could try and see if I can hold it. I don't know. Like the worst is I have to just put it in the chest and then come back and get the items in the chest. It's the boys. Dad was telling me about our national enemy, the Katoral Empire. They sound like a ruthless bunch. We don't really hear anything else. I wonder if like the haunted chocolatier game will talk more about like the Katoral Empire. I'm not sure. It does sound like foreshadowing, though. It does sound like foreshadowing. Anyway, it looks like I did have more than enough room. I was afraid the garbage, because sometimes you get a lot of garbage, and it's all different stuff, but thankfully I didn't have that problem today. Like, Leah's pretty easy to find, but like Elliot can kind of be a little different. He could be at the forest right now. He's probably coming home. I'm not too worried about finding Elliot and like befriending him, cause like he doesn't like his quest lines aren't really like it's not the same as Sam where he's just like, oh, I'm only going to have this one specific quest available the first year up until the end of fall, and then you can't do this quest ever again. So like, I'm not too worried about it. I'm not too worried about that one. Well, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that for a very specific reason. Then I'm going to toss all these in there. And the bones. And then this. And that's a blackberry. That goes in here. And then, ooh, I can do all these. I can do all these tonight. Alright. Alright. Okay. I'm going to take all the... Well, no. I don't think I have time. Along with all the other stuff I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to do two things. I'm going to go back to the community center because I want to get the seeds. There's some seeds that are available, I think, if you like donate all these. So I think it is not the summer crops, it's the summer foraging, yeah. I want to get the summer foraging bundle done. If you... Is it a battery pack or this? Okay, it's a battery pack. Alright. You got to put a battery pack in that. You do need the seashell for later though. I don't know why I thought I needed the seashell for that. But you do need a seashell for something. Seashell, yes. Anyway. I don't want to go all the way across town because I want to do the forest stuff tonight too. So we're just gonna... you know what? I'm glad I did come back here. Oh, if I had enough time, I could have done the Abigail stuff. I could still do the quest and just send it out tomorrow. But that's assuming that I can find Abigail. But I plan on going to the mines tomorrow. So I'm just gonna use the mouse because it's easier. There we go. And we get the last thing, I think. The last thing. I'm not gonna go all the way to it because we're already pretty late in the day. I'm gonna check the thing over here. The vault, 25k, 5k, 10k, and 2,500. And this is for the bus repair. So I just gotta toss a whole bunch of money here. I think I'll probably be doing that more towards the end of fall. And we could probably do some desert stuff in wintertime. I feel like the desert's like the best time to do a lot of fishing and do a whole bunch of like mine stuff. You know what? I will put this on there. I don't know if I'll remember it because you have 2 days. Technically, you have 1 day. You could do it the day that you take the quest and then the next day. So I don't know if I'll have time. I don't know why I don't know why I'm going up here. I need to go down. I was thinking about planting those seeds. I think that was what it was. um, but either way, it's fine. It's fine. So my plan is to try and finish the first half of the season today, or at least a good chunk of it, and then tomorrow we're going to finish the rest of the season. That's what I had planned to do, like earlier this, like the last 2 days. But then a thing changed, The power lines decided to give out. So I still plan on doing that because I really don't want to come back after a week and be like, what am I doing? I don't want to come back and be like, what was I doing before? I don't know what I was doing. What's all this? Anyway, we shouldn't have any spring onions because it's not no longer spring. So I'm just gonna chop some trees. I don't even think I care about that little area because there probably isn't that much to it. So instead, I'm just gonna focus in on this area and collect the wood. Especially because I don't think I have a lot of time. So what I'm thinking of doing is just collecting the wood. I have so much energy. I want to use part of it. So I'd rather do that than to forage. I know, I'm shocking myself. But we can come back a different day and finish the foraging. We can finish foraging in the forest like a different day. I'm gonna try and go for these like lower hanging like trees first and then like kind of go up. I am probably gonna run out of energy. Or like get very low health tomorrow. I think we'll start going back up now. Because I think we'll be in the bed after 1. Like that's as far as I go. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and go back up. And like if I see something, I'll pick it up. But like look at all that wood we just collected. It's nice. It's very nice. Oh, I kinda forgot I made that one path, but I think it's already like growing over. Yeah, it is. And we also like kind of go slower in this part, so like eh. Oh, you know what? I need to keep the spice berries. The spice berries this season are the things that increase your like you can use them in the seed maker to make more forage seeds. So we might have lost a little bit of health for tomorrow, but that's okay. Like I can still use the salmon berries. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. So we just go ahead and start the next day. I should have just left these forage seeds out. I don't know if I'll do all 30, but I'm going to at least do 15. We'll see how much health I got. Actually, if I'm gonna do this, I'm definitely gonna need some berries. But we're gonna do some mining today. We're gonna do some mining because I really want to try and finish collecting some copper. I also want to make sure that I get some quartz on the furnace. I feel like that's important. I'm gonna have to go back up for a minute and get a scythe. Give me just a second. Like I think I'm just gonna have to start like keeping the scythe on me at all times. Just go ahead and water some of this while we're at it. Yeah, especially for the wheat. Especially for the wheat. So actually I could, let me think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's going to be a little odd. I'm trying to think of where the next spot could be. Well, I know you guys are going to be like right here. You're just going to be right here like that. Just trying to figure out where the next batch of stuff is. I think I might just do it like that because I don't want to have to make extra scarecrows. So it's a little wonky. But hopefully in the fall we'll have a better idea of where to place everything. Right now I'm just kind of putting it wherever I've got the space. Because I'd have to clear out a whole bunch of area and then I'd have to move the silo and stuff. So I kind of don't want to deal with that right now. And I don't know if I'll be planting any more. Well, it kind of depends on how much, but like I'm thinking about like day 8 or 10, we probably won't be growing any more coffee beans. I will be probably keeping the majority of the wheat for now. Just for now. But later on we will probably sell off like the gold at least. I'll be selling at least 1 gold today. Just to have it in my shipping thing. I'm trying to think. I don't think wheat really sells that well, but you could turn it into like pale ale. Or no, is it the hops that turns into pale ale and the wheat turns into beer? Did I need to put a thing for like alcohol and stuff on here? I'm assuming it already has that tag like preset on it. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, maybe I should have. But either way, we don't really need the higher quality stuff, I don't think. But I'm gonna keep it up there just in case, and I'm just gonna keep the wheat in there because we don't have a coop. In fact, I'll probably be taking a lot of the stuff out of the coop anyway, and putting it in here until we make like a coop box. So I want to take this out. Well, no, I don't need to take that out. I need to take this and this. But I'll keep the 7 in there. Wheat seeds. I want wheat seeds. You know what? I might just go ahead and get like a giant pile of wheat seeds. Because they're really good for stockpiling. And wheat grows like all like summer and fall, etc. It's a good thing to keep a good stockpile of. It's summer and fall. Summer and fall specifically. So like let me just there we go, 45. Like especially where I have that 1 pack of like forageables growing, I could just replace that with like the wheat seeds later on down the line. So we can have like two things of wheat growing. And get like some extra hay built up and other stuff. Some more booze. Hang on, maybe I should like well, I don't know how to do that with I mean I guess I could do it through the I guess I could do that through stream settings. I don't think I could do that through Streamlabs. Oh no. I don't know. I'll have to see. I can at least do it through Twitch itself. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me in my manly skirt. Anyway. Gender means nothing. I'm a very beautiful man. Hey, if you're watching, by the way, and I'm just gonna like check stream real quick and like go to my manager real quick and just mark this as like having, let's see. Well, I'm not actually drinking it. So I guess it doesn't really count as like ingesting alcohol. So I'm guessing it's okay. Because I'm not the one actually doing the drinking. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just like me creating it. So I guess it counts differently. I don't know. I'll have to do some research into that. I think I'm fine though. But anyway, if you are in here and you're like listening to my voice, I'm genuinely curious. Do you think I'm born male or female? I've always been curious because I hear my voice and I know what I was born as, but I wonder what other people think. Like if you didn't see my PNG tuber icon, would you have assumed I was born male or female? It's just something that I've always been curious about because I know I don't have like mo- the most feminine voice ever possible. But I also don't have the most macho manly man voice ever out there either. Tonka truck, NASCAR, WWE Raw. Anyway, so I've always been curious. I'm sorry, I'm giggling at myself. Anyway, we're gonna go down to the like the basic areas and just collect some stuff here. I can break these down and get like several different bits of stone now. So I'm going to be intentionally breaking these because I get a lot more stone out of them. For at least most of the time. Uh, but yeah, I always do wonder. You know what? I should actually just like talk to people more often and just voice chat without like a image behind it and just be like, hmm. Because again, like multiplayer and stuff was never really a thing for me, so I don't really know anything about it. I don't know how to communicate with people. I don't know how to communicate with strangers. But I've always been curious if other people like if they heard my voice, would they hear a man, a woman, or would they just be confused? uh, anyway, I got a shirt. I got a new shirt. Look at that shirt. I don't like it. I'm going back to. I'm going back. I'm going back. I don't like it. But the focus here is just getting copper, and we're going to get some stone. And if we get coal along the way, that's great too. But coal will probably be more on the like iron floors. And again, we're gonna do this like every so often. It won't be like part of the days will be fishing, part of the days will be uh doing the foresty thing. It's been a while since we've done some fishing, so we might do tomorrow as a fishing day. I don't want to try and make every single day like a uh, fishing will probably be the thing that I do the least. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I don't like fishing, but I don't want to completely ignore it. But we did have quite a bit of things to do after unlocking the that one thing. So let me just see. Okay, I thought I saw a staircase. It's very easy for me to forget if I saw the staircase or not, though. Like do you have a better chance of getting the staircase if you hit those? I'm kind of confused now. But either way, I forgot about Abigail's delivery. Well, you know what? I'm going to cancel the quest. I'm not going back. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. I don't care. Later on, when I have more like, well, less worries and stuff, I can do all the quests that I want. And there's certain quests that I can do with like I think there's going to be a different kind of quest system that we're going to be worried about. And I feel like those quests are more important than the ones that are on the notice board anyway. But like there's just so much to do that I don't really care like about the majority of them on that little board anyway. What? For a second there I was confused about why I had the why I brought the hoe with me. And then I remembered It's because of the wiggly worms that are all around like the town. I bring it with me everywhere. Anyway, I listen. I'm old. Sometimes brain doesn't work right. Sometimes brain just likes to stop functioning and make me make questions out of nothing. Anyway, sometimes the brain errors out. So we're just, I let's see. I want to make sure I'm going to pause real quick because I want to make sure that I have enough for the coop. Let's see. I need 100. Okay, so I have 100 already. So you need more wood than you do stone, which is good. The stone is more for like the fish ponds and stuff like that, or like the bigger upgrades. So I was kind of worried, but I might utilize some of the stone for other projects, like building some extra furnaces, because like you can never run out of furnaces, and I would like to build up the area with a lot of furnaces. That way, more furnace means more like stuff being made. Basically, we're going to turn this into just like a giant like factory almost area. At least that's what I would like to do. But I also just want to make sure that I have enough stone. Like, I can just start breaking the big rocks, but I'm kind of waiting on the big rocks until we get like a bigger upgrade, like at least silver. That way it doesn't take as much time. Because like if I, let me just show you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can reduce that to like a little bit shorter. Like that's not bad. But I feel like you can like the more upgrades you have, the less it takes. And I would rather have like a iron or gold pickaxe before I start working with the big rocks. Unless I'm really, really desperate for rock. If I'm really, really desperate for rock, then I will like grab them. But I'm not desperate for rock. Anyway, we're about. Listen, look at how much health we have. Look how much health we have. We're good. You know what? I could actually just break the rocks just to use up some of my health. I could just use that to get rid of some of my health because we're gonna run out of time before we run out of health. Feels so good. And we're getting so much material. So what I think I'll do is I'll try to save, and I'm saying try because I do kind of get a little crazy with the button presses. Uh, but we'll try to save 100 of this solely for building. And then the rest of it will be used for like furnaces. Because I'm not too worried about building a coop or other items right now. I'm just mostly focused on building the first chicken coop. The other items can be like a later thing. So this will be the last floor we go to. I'm just kind of making a quick run around, and then we'll head home. And I might be a little late. Listen, I said this last night too. We might be a little bit late. We might run out of health. But like, health doesn't really mean anything now. Health does not really mean anything. I am gonna grab these two things. Alright. Look at all that stone. Alright. So I'm not gonna put them down yet. Alright, so I couldn't make anything extra anyway, because I had to use a bunch of my stuff. But I can do all that. Look at all that stuff we made. Anyway, I'm going to take that and that. I'm not gonna have time to water, I don't think. I don't think I'm gonna have time to water. Or, like, plant my seeds. I mean, I could. I could make time. I could make time. That might be what I do. Alright. Well, I'm taking the sword with me. I'm taking my sword with me. I didn't mean to take the sword with me, but I'm just, like it's a late night. I'm just gonna take it with me. I'm taking the sword. And tomorrow I plan on going to Robin's, if I remember. And we're also gonna try and make some of that stuff. The lightning rods. Listen, I don't care if you damage me or not. I've got other stuff to worry about. But we want that. We want that. We want these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be more than enough. In my opinion. Carving knife. Carving knife. I'm just gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna pop these in there. Take that out. I think tomorrow will be a fishing day. I think tomorrow will be a fishing day because we're not. I think we'll be fishing in the forest. But I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna take a little break. Go to the bathroom. Get a little sippy sip of water. Spreading weeds have caused damage to your farm. Can almost I can almost guarantee that there's no weeds at all because I've been checking. But either way, I'll be right back. Just give me a little bit. But I'll see ya. I'll see you in a little bit. Hi. So, I was a little late coming back because we got dogs. We got 3 chihuahuas and a cat. And I went in there and I look over in the living room and I just noticed there was a whole bunch of water all out on the floor. And I was just like, did they decide to have a little pool party in their little water bowl, or did they piss everywhere? So it ended up being their water. They just decided to splash around in there. But I had to go and do a little bit of cleanup because it was everywhere. Anyway, I got yelled at the entire time by the dogs. It's listen. I love them to death, but I also want to strangle them sometimes. Anyway, not literally, but they do drive me insane. Anyway, it's around their food time, and I'm trying to get in contact with boyfriend because he left. Probably in the middle of stream. He probably went to his family's house or something because he does that a lot. But he normally tells us when I'm not in stream. Um, so he might have told Core, but he didn't tell me. Uh, but I don't know where he's at right now. But it's supposed to be their feeding time, and Core's asleep right now. So I don't know if one of them have fed them yet or not. So I'm just calling. I try to get in contact with him to see if they've already been fed. But either he's busy right now and he hasn't noticed his phone, or he's in a dead zone. So I'm gonna try again in like an hour, and if I still don't get a response, I'll probably just go ahead and feed them. So yeah. I'm just having a lot of fun with the dogs. I'm just having a lot of fun with the dogs right now. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and like take care of everything else. I did lose a lot of health because I was late last night. That's okay. We're gonna do some fishing. I'm gonna just do like the bare minimum when it comes to like water. When it comes to like using the salmon berries. Looks like looks like a bunch of stuff decided to update at the same time. That's all right. We'll do it. We'll do it after. I do need to like restart this computer and do a few updates, so I could do that like post stream. I think all the big security updates are done though, so that's fine. But I have gotten several like things over the last couple of days telling me, hey, you should update, and I'm just like, is it serious? No. Okay. I'm not too worried about updates unless they're serious. Like unless they are involving my like the like firewall or something like that. I don't really worry about the updates because like if it's a security update or something like that, usually it mess up like the stream and everything. So like every single time that I'm about to start stream, I have to do a security update or like just check for any updates because it will absolutely bork my entire stream if I don't do that. Especially the ones that like require me to have to restart the computer and stuff like that. It's so fun when that happens. But either way, I think have we ordered everything now? Okay, good. So, Robin needs wooden and stone. I think that was all I needed for that little project. Let me see. Yeah, and $4,000. So it's gonna be a while before we go take care of stuff with Robin, but I have the materials ready. And that was my main priority. I just wanted to get the materials ready. We're going to do some fishing today. We're going to do some fishing. But I also want to put some of these down. I'm thinking we kind of scatter them out like this. I think this one I'm going to have to maybe do like this. And then like one right up here. But there we go. We got all 10. That way there's kind of like 2 in every spot almost. But today will be a fishing day. It'll be more of a relaxing day. Again, like fishing's kind of boring. It's not like there's a lot to do when you're fishing. You're just kind of sitting in the same spot over and over, and that's kind of why I don't want to do too much of it in one sitting. So I'll definitely be focusing on other things the majority of the time, but I still want to have a few streams or like a few days here and there when we're doing fishing. It's also why I'm going to be focusing more on the training rod for a little bit. But we can sell the fish. Now if we had a smoker, we could turn the fish into smoked fish and earn a little bit more money that way. You can sell fish for pretty good money too, because like you could catch a lot of fish and make a lot of money that way. But we don't have a lot of fish to begin with. But like later on, when we get the upgraded rod and we have like a bigger bar to like catch fish with, and it's a little bit easier on us, especially once we get the tackles and the bait options combined, we should be able to score some like really fancy and really expensive fish. And even without the smoke option, it gets really expensive. The smoke definitely helps. If you start in the fishing farm area, you get a smoker for free, I believe. You get something related to fishing. I think it is the smoker. But I that's basically how my boyfriend gets like a bunch of the stuff unlocked at the beginning. Like he doesn't even care about the farming for Stardew Valley until like later. He'll like fish. He just fishes at the beginning and does the JoJo Mart route, and he can unlock like the Oasis in like year one, spring one. And I'm just like, I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like doing that. If you see the bubbles over there, that's an area where you can get like faster fishing, but like you have to be close enough to do it. Which I might check it out here in a second. Let me see what we got. Yeah, I don't think even from like this angle. Yeah, I can't get there. I'd have to go to that little island in the middle of the thing, and I just don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like wasting that much time. I think we'll fish until say maybe 6 o'clock. because I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of energy, and I kind of would rather just use it for other stuff. I don't want to use it solely for fishing. And we do have level 2 now. I kind of would like to end summer off with like level 3 or 4 fishing. Maybe level 5 if we can. That way I could go ahead and start like the crab pots. Like I don't normally do the crab pots until like level 10 or something. There's like one where you can like you can do the crab pots and you don't have to give them bait. And that's usually what I focus in on. Like I can make the pots at level 5 for like cheaper ingredients, and then at level 10 you don't have to give them bait, and that's usually when I really start like investing more. I could go ahead and make like a few of them, but then just like not pay attention to them much. Especially the ones at the beach. Like I might put a few down. Ooh, river jelly. There's jellies, there's cave jellies, there's river jellies, there's ocean jellies. I think there's a forest jelly too. I'm not sure. But you need them for a few. You need them for a few ingredients, for a few like cooking options. But if we can get to level 5, that'll at least start the crab pots being a little bit more interesting, at least. But I mean, I guess I could do more. I could do like half fishing and half like forage or like whatever days, because I still need to do the foraging one day. What I might, you know what, I could do that. I could do that tomorrow. Because, well, you know what? It's almost time for foraging again. So I might just do another mining session tomorrow because it's already so close to like foraging day again. So I might just wait and just do another mining session because we got a lot of copper, but we used it for the things. Well, I'm gonna take a look inside there because I have to put those things down anyway. So when it gets to be about 6 o'clock, I'm gonna go inside the cave, and we're gonna sort all the stuff down that I made last night. So we'll take care of that. I- I'm trying to think of a game. Listen, I know a lot of people complain about the fishing on this game being too hard, and like it's annoying, but I wouldn't call it hard. Like like especially like I'm thinking of like other games where it's I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking like fantasy life and stuff where there's like a bit more challenge to it, and like this feels like relatively tame. Like even in fantasy life, it feels easy. I'm trying to think of a game where it's actually hard and it's like a farm sim or like a more casual game, but I can't really think of one. I'm sure there is one game that exists, but I guess some people are more into the whole like if I if I see the exclamation mark, then I should automatically catch the fish. We got. Oh, I was trying to get the chest, but I guess it decided to come up with me. It's fine. It's fine. Um, we might switch to a different rod like later in the year. I'm still trying to hope and get the bigger rod before I switch rods instead. I would prefer to get the bigger rod. That's what I want to do, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, it's after 6. I was too busy talking. But I'm trying to think of like one where the fishing's actually difficult, and I'm like when I think of difficult fishing, I'm thinking games that aren't even really farm sims. I'm thinking of like actual fishing like mini games and stuff like that. Like games where they're like River King. Like I feel like River King would actually be more difficult than like anything here. But I don't know. No, maybe it's just me. Like I used to play River King. I never fully finished it because like all you do is fishing on there. Um, but I have played it a little bit. But like I feel like that's more of a difficult like fishing mini game than like this. And even that's not hard. Or like one of those like realistic. You know what? The realistic fishing games would probably be a little bit harder than this. Like the Bass Pro Fishing or something like that would probably be a little bit harder. I feel like I don't know how many people are complaining about that and talking about like the starting point of the game. I feel like most people that complain about this and the fishing are talking more about like later points of the game. Anyway, these are mountain fish, and like there's certain fish. I think like the carp and the chub can be caught in the river too. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I know there's certain fish that can be caught in like multiple different areas. I just don't know which ones right offhand. I'm going to take the club because it won't get rid of the like if I swing it here, it won't take anything down. See, it'll get rid of the weeds, but it won't get rid of anything else, and that's what I want. I think besides the trees, there's not much else here that I need to get rid of, but I'm just kind of checking because I am leaving most of the trees. I did see this pine. I did see the pine. The pine I want to get rid of. If I see a pine tree, if I see any freaking pine tree on my land, it's going. It's going. Uh, I'm just gonna strip this. I don't know if I see three. I see three of these suckers, but I don't think there's any more logs. I could be wrong. That's a little pine. I'm just getting rid of you. Like I do get like a little bit of I get a little bit of logs, and I kind of would rather make sure that a different tree has the option to grow instead of you. Uh, is that a little bit morbid? Maybe, but I don't care. We're just gonna take care take care of you. We're gonna take care of you. Come here, bat. This would also be a good area for like a little coop or a barn or something like that. There's several different areas I could put stuff in. Like I feel like I like the wilderness farm about the same amount as I do the one farm. I hear one of the dogs barking. I think they're mad because I took them. One of our dogs is like really tiny and basically a baby, just 6 years. It's a 6 year old baby, but they are very tiny. But they were left on the couch. Hang on just a second. Cora woke up. Apparently, boyfriend did go to mom, go to his mom's. Um, but apparently the dogs were annoying Core while they slept, so they offered to take care of the dogs. I didn't know if they had been fed, so I just left them alone. They've been quiet, but I think Core moved and then they started getting barky again. uh, that's all right. We have a sign that we use to try and keep us all reminded of when to feed them. The sign was turned to not feed them. That's why I was really confused. So I was just like, well, the sign says not to feed them, so I'm assuming that I'm not supposed to feed them. It's what the sign said. So I'm going to follow the sign because there's nobody else here to tell me. Anyway, we're gonna put everything else back. I have a thing. I have a okay. I'm gonna put these over here. I'm gonna put those over here, and then I'm just gonna go to bed. Yeah, I can hear the little one just screaming its head off. It was quiet until they got up. until Cora got up. They're mad. Baked fish. Alright. We got a new recipe. Let's see. I'm gonna go do some mining today. And then tomorrow we'll do some foraging. You know, it's kind of. Here's the thing, that one's barking, but sometimes she'll bark her head off, and then she'll just decide, you know what, I'm not going to eat. I'll eat later. So because she's got like a very finicky stomach, and she's like she's 6 years old. She's the oldest, but she's got like a sensitive stomach. And she's also a bit of a brat. If it doesn't have like a little bit of shredded cheese on it, sometimes she just won't eat it because she's very pouty. We don't give it to her very often, but like sometimes she can't stomach food and she just won't eat. So we offer like a little bit of shredded, like a little bit of cheese on it, just to try to motivate her to eat sometimes. But like we'll do it like once or twice, like in a week, and then she'll be like, "Oh, there's no cheese on it this time? I guess I'm going to starve." Like she does eventually go back to it, but like, man, until then she's a little brat. We're trying not to we've decided because of her to not give the other two dogs, the new puppies, any sort of like snackage, because we don't want them following the same kind of behavior as her. we don't want them becoming a little brat that only wants like the good people food. like bless their dumb little hearts. We don't want them following the same kind of behavior. Okay, so I'm gonna do these two. And you know what? It's the 7th. I said until the 8th at least. So there we go. There's our little coffee farm. And that'll be it for the rest of the season. And then we'll sell the rest of this. I'm gonna have to use the berries again. That's okay. That's okay. So that was radishes. Okay. Took me a few minutes to think of what we just watered. Oh yeah, it's nice and quiet now. Okay. Like the critters did have like dry food. They just know it's like the specific time that they're supposed to be fed, so they're just a little grumpy because they haven't been fed at their specific time. They're usually fed twice a day. And sometimes we feed them a little bit early and a little bit less, um, or a little bit later. But we always try to keep like a little bit of like dry and like food around, and also like some water. But when I was in there, I checked for like the dry food, and they still had a little bit. I think the cat eats from both of them though. That daggone cat. Anyway, I'm just gonna take these. It's Sunday. I could talk to Sam again. And I could get some stuff from him. Let's see. We'll just do all that together at the same time. Oh, I hit my mic. Sorry. I think today. See, I want to go to the mines, but I don't know if I want to get copper again. I mean, copper is the thing that we really need. So I think it's the best thing to do. I could go into Sam's door now. Yay! How's that country twang going on? You know, if you're going to make country music, you probably should do some like practice some mandolin or like banjo or like harmonica or something like that. There's usually there's usually a few more instruments besides like guitar and keyboard and listen, my family. Listen, I'm in a rural country town. My family loves country music. They love specifically bluegrass music. Especially my grandparents. Like my mom was more of the country music person. They were a big fan of like Billy Ray Cyrus and like Faith Hill and Tim McGraw and stuff like that when I was growing up. They don't listen to a lot of music now. But when they were younger, they were really big into like that kind of music and Shania Twain and stuff like that. So like I heard a lot of country music growing up. And then I also when I was out um with my grandparents a lot, I heard a whole bunch of gospel and bluegrass with my folks. So I've heard a lot of like different kinds of like country and folk music growing up. Anyway, I just need to get the radish seeds before I forget. Let me just grab that. I don't actually know any bluegrass music like musicians by name. Like I'm thinking of like certain musicians like Loretta Lynn. I don't think she's really necessarily bluegrass. I think she's more country. But like she kind of started out like I know there was like certain like bluegrass channels that still played Loretta Lynn. And there's like a few other like country musicians that still get played on bluegrass, and it's probably because of like they're older. Like if you're an older singer, you probably got put into both like groups. I think that's how it worked. But I can't think of a specific band or like musician that is solely bluegrass. Like I'm thinking of like newer stuff. Like maybe Poor Man's Poison would count as like bluegrass, or would it count as country? Like I don't really know. Or would it be counted as folk? I don't know. I really need to look. There's also that one shoot, I don't I'm a man in a big beautiful skirt. Anyway, uh um I think what's that one band? I like some of their music. I forgot the name. I'm going to have to look it up. I'm going to have to look it up um while I'm taking my beautiful shower. Beautiful man shower. I can't look it up on here without pausing the game. Uh but they ah it's going to eat me up. Hang on. It's going to eat me up. Uh they did a cover of In Constant Sorrow. I know that. Hang on a second. Uh what's their name? What is their name? I don't know if they're from like Kentucky or if they're like oh, the Dead South. The Dead South. That's their name. I knew it had something to do with the dead. I like some of their music too. But like I don't listen to a lot of like I don't listen to as much country music as I used to. Like when I was in high school, I heard it a lot more cuz like back then like growing up, I used to hang out with a lot more people that listen to country music, and I'm kind of hearing it more again. I'm learning more about like Jelly Roll and like some of the newer people. Uh Let me think. But like the ones I think of are like Miranda Lambert or hang on a second again. Cora came in. I had to check. just see how she's doing. But some of the people I'm thinking of are like I nearly said Christina Aguilera. It's not her. It's Miranda Lambert's sister. Shoot, I can't even remember her name. She's the one that sung My Last Name. Shit, have I forgotten their name? Listen, this is why I don't sing very much. Like unless I am listening direct, like I can remember song names maybe sometimes, but like I cannot remember lyrics to save my life. Like I keep saying I want to practice singing and shit, but like unless I am literally looking at the lyrics and hearing the song as it plays, I can't remember it. I can't remember anything. Um, I know Gretchen. I remember Gretchen Wilson was really big when I was in high school. Redneck Woman was really big and popular at my school. I heard that a lot. I do remember that one. Um, Toby Keith. I think he didn't he die recently, or was that another like? No, no, no. I think he actually did die because there was like a. I remember somebody I knew was like really sad about it. So I think that was actually legitimate. And then Taylor Swift. Core's the Swifty. Core's the Swifty. I didn't find out that they were a Swifty until recently because apparently Taylor Swift got married, and I was like, huh. And I told Core about it. And I was like, did you know that they're engaged or no? I guess they got engaged or something. They're not actually married yet. I don't know. Listen, I don't keep up with celebrity news. I don't care. Like good on them. Good on them, right? I listen. I Swifties, don't come after me. Don't come after me. I'm dating one of your kind. Uh, but like good on them. Happy for you. It's not a big deal to me. It is. It's a thing that people do every single day. Like congratulations. But anyway, anyway, I really don't keep. Listen, I don't know half of like celebrities or like musicians' names unless I have listened to you like nonstop. I probably won't remember you. Like even if I do know who you are, there's a good chance I will forget your name. like there's musicians I'm thinking of like right now, and I'm just like, do I remember their name? I've heard this song like a million times on the radio, and I'm just like, or like listen to it on repeat, and I'm just like, I don't think I even remember their name. Oh dear. Oh dear. I've got them on playlists saved, and I don't remember their name. Oh dear. It's fine. It's fine. I love poor memory. I love poor memory. I love it. I love it so much. I'm trying to think of like some songs that I know like offhand, or like maybe musicians more than like uh because I feel like I have a variety of music, but I tend to stick more for like the hard rock, or yeah, probably hard rock is the best word for it. Cause I do like some metal. I think I liked metal a little bit more when I was younger. Cause I'm thinking like Disturbed, or I used to be big into Corn, or like some of the really big screamo and stuff like that. I still like a few bits of it, but now it's more like Fallout Boy. Fallout Boy is still like a big thing for me. Evanescence. I don't think I listen to Evanescence as much, but I was obsessed with Evanescence for a long time. Sleep Token. Would Sleep Token be counted as like metal? Like there is Screen Points, but like I think it's more like I don't know what you would call Sleep Token. The Summoning, and then like Take Me Back to Eden is like really great music, and Caramel too. Um, See, why can't I remember those? Why can't I remember those? I can remember those pretty well. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. I also listen to Set It Off quite a bit, and then I had a therapist a long time ago who introduced me to citizen soldier. Yeah, that's their name. Uh, which uh, the reason they introduced me to that is because they are not just like a band. One of them was like an actual therapist. So a lot of their songs revolve around therapy and stuff and like mental trauma. And I was just like, yo, this actually tracks. And anyway, every time they make a new song, I feel like crying. I feel like I think they're one of the bands that I really like dig and vibe with because like a lot of them deal with like mental trauma and stuff like that. Anyway, I just realized what time it was because I've been talking about music. Oh no, I'm gonna be late home again. It's fine. It's gonna be a lazy day kind of anyway tomorrow because it's a foraging day. I'm just gonna break every rock that I see and see if I can find a staircase. It's fine. It's fine. Ooh, I got another monster compendium. I could trade those in. Now that I've got 2 of them. Let's see. I'm just gonna go that way. I'm gonna take that. And then I think instead of doing anything like that, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do that. And then I don't think I have enough. No, you require like 20. Okay. I could leave these here, but I'm gonna get a lot more stone. So I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to take this. Okay, okay. Anyway, I'm thinking of just letting myself pass out tonight, because the worst that's going to happen is just that I'm going to lose some money. I think it's like 10%. So the worst is like I lose $100. like, like, hmm. I don't think I really care. Like, money's great and all, but like, I feel like I've lost a lot of time today. And I also need to plant these radishes. Like I feel like other things are more of a priority to me than like other things. I feel like other things are more of a priority. Maybe I'm wrong in that thinking. Oh, I didn't get to put the fish up. Oh no, I didn't get to put the fish up. All right, I'm gonna do one more day, and then we'll probably take another little break. I'm gonna like just check on everything in there, see how everything's doing. Like the critters have been fed, even though the sign said not to feed them. But it's fine. It's fine. I've got some new items in stock. A deluxe fishing pole and some bait that you can attach to it. You can use bait to make fish bite faster. Hope to see you soon. See, that's the most important thing. Last night, a JoJo team member found you incapacitated. A medical team was dispatched to bring you home safely. We're glad you're okay. You've been billed 122 for this service. Morris, JoJo Customer Satisfaction Representative. Why? Question. Why is JoJo over there? Why wasn't it just the medical people telling me about this? I saw an article about you in the local paper. It sounds like the country life is a good fit for you. I'm so proud of you. Take care, sweetie. Love, Mom. Like, why is Joja the one sending me this paperwork? Why is Joja sending me this kind of information? Again, how many fingers does Joja have in this pie? There's a lot of confusion there. Anyway, I mostly wanted to let Joja take me home so I can, or whoever. I don't really care who picked me up, but I wanted to get the energy back up. I just wanted to save on energy because it still brings you home at the same time. It just saves you a little bit of extra energy. Ooh, we got some poppies today. So Yeah, if they are a higher quality, I'm not gonna keep them. But if they are lower quality, I'm gonna keep them if they're a flower. Now, if it's these other ones, these ones right here, I probably will sell them. I'll probably only keep about 10, but for like the poppies and the sunflowers specifically, Haley loves the sunflowers and Penny loves the poppies. So I kind of want to keep a bunch of them around and make sure that I have plenty in stock. That way I can befriend them easier. Like I don't necessarily need to have a bunch in stock right now. Like once I get the greenhouse, it's not going to be as big of a deal, but it's a lot easier to befriend them if you already have like a bunch of them already, compared to like having to wait until you grow them again in the greenhouse later on, which it might take me a little bit to get the greenhouse unlocked. We'll see. We'll see. Just go ahead and take care of this bottom side. Like this is getting so jam-packed that it's kind of hard for me to tell like which side is properly taken care of. All right. I'm gonna quickly run over to the other side. Well, I guess I can't do that. I guess it's not gonna let me do that. Okay, let me do it from this side. Yeah, I knew we had berries. Look at all those bats. Look at all those bats. They're our friends, though. They're good bats, as opposed to bad bats. So we'll be just doing our daily rounds, collecting everything. There is, so like you know how we had berry season? There is a season for the beach here. There's like a seashell season, but I don't know if it really does that much. I've never really noticed it does that much personally. I could be wrong. I never really felt anything different about it. I could be wrong. I, like it always seemed to do just about the same as like everything else to me. Like it said that there was more seashells spawning in, but it just felt the same for me. So anyway, we're just gonna toss those flowers in there, and we're gonna get more flowers today. Oh, did I? Okay, I had some salmon berries in here. And then we're going to... I'm going to take a couple of things with me. Listen, I don't know if I'll actually fish or not, but I'm just going to take them regardless. And I'm going to get the, the poppy seeds while we're out. Like, my idea is to just kind of circle around, go down to the forest, and then cut a bunch of trees. But we'll see. Like, we could upgrade the hoe, we could upgrade the trash can so we can make some money whenever we drop something off, but like, my priority isn't really them, it's the other items. Like like those items are more like later on items, and I'm more worried about these items. So, I need to get some Joja Cola today for Sam. I don't necessarily have to give it to him today, but I do need to get him some cola for like later this week. I think I've already given him one, yeah. So we're almost at 4 hearts. Is this the event I was talking about? I thought it was at 4 hearts. Hello, Gnomesy. Nice day, isn't it? I'm just keeping an eye on my little brother. It's good for him to get some fresh air on a day like this. Our dad used to take us to the beach on sunny days like this. He said the magic word. Sam, is Dad ever going to come home? Of course, Vince. Dad's going to come back home as soon as he possibly can. But I heard some grown-ups saying that all of our troops are getting shot to pieces. Oop. Yeah, this... Don't believe everything you hear. Don't you remember how strong Dad is? He never let a pathetic guttural grunt get him like that. Don't you worry. Military kids. And always remember that Mom and I are here to play with you if you ever feel lonely. Okay. To be honest, I have no idea if my old man will come back. We've all read the reports. Our soldiers are falling by the thousands. But what am I going to say to Vincent? Mm, we're going to say you did the right thing. Kids should have hope. Like that's the like I get the idea of being honest with kids, but man, just I don't think I would say that in front of a kid. Kids should play and have fun while they still have the chance. Kid, you might not see your father again. Like he's gonna be shot to death in the war. He's probably gonna come back in a coffin. Like that's morbid. Hey, did I tell you the band's starting to come together? Yeah, it turns out Abigail's a pretty good drummer, and Sebastian seemed to really want her in the band. Sebastian did, huh? Anyway, war stories. Gentle little sunbeam woke me up this morning. I've never felt so refreshed. I saw you checking out the bathhouse the other day, trying to get in shape. No, I was trying to get not stinky. Pretty. I guess a bathhouse isn't really for stink, is it? There's no bathhouses around where I live, so like, I mean, technically bathhouses have a different meaning where I come from. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. Anyway, I do appreciate that Eric's willing to talk about like deep. Listen, the old Harvest Moon games did talk about a lot of dark stuff, and I appreciate that. But like, uh, Concerned Ape's willing to go a little bit harder with it, talking about war, talking about like Shane. Let me just Shane. Penny to a degree. To a degree. Um, I have complex issues with Penny and her story. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I have complex issues with it. Trying to think of others. Uh, I mean Sam talks about it a little bit. Uh, but I mean we do eventually see Kent, so like it ends up becoming like a pretty decent happy ending for them. There's the whole situation between like Sebastian and his family, so weird family dynamics and stuff like that. So not everybody has like the bad story, but like there's a lot of them that do. Like I feel like Harvey doesn't have necessarily a bad story. Abigail has like the whole sexism thing that goes on. I'm trying to think of like Harvest Moon, like the older games. Listen, Karen in the Harvest Moon 64 game is, oh my god. Listen, they really want you to marry Karen in Harvest Moon 64. And by golly, do they guilt trip you? Do they guilt trip you? Do you get you feel terrible for not dating her? I mean, you feel terrible for not dating anybody. Like no matter, and they did this for like several games. I'm fully aware of that. Uh, but like it doesn't matter who you pick as a spouse. The other girls end up like having mostly bad relationships afterward. Like especially in the games where they could get married. Like I think Animal Parade and Tree of Tranquility are like the game. I'm thinking of Sunshine Islands and Island of Happiness give them better relationships, but I'm pretty sure it's more like Tree of Tranquility and Animal Parade that give them the better relationships. And like they're not perfect, but they definitely have better. Um, I want to think Island of Happiness and Sunshine Islands did it a little bit better too, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But oh my god, uh, 64 and Back to Nature. Like, like a lot of them got married, and then it was just like, the girl that you could have potentially married becomes an abuser. The girl you could have potentially married just falls deeper into alcoholism. Uh, the girl that you could have married could ends up with somebody that used to work with her father and remembers what she was like as a child. So a lot of weird stuff. I think Maria is like the only one that has like a Mary slash Maria, depending on the game, is like the only one that has like a decent like situation. It kind of does better with Anne and Cliff. And listen, I always married Anne. Anne was my favorite character. Like I felt bad for Karen, but I always loved Anne, so I always married Anne. But like Anne, there is nothing good that happens between Anne and Cliff in the 64 version. The Anne and Cliff situation is terrible in 64. In Back to Nature, they fixed it a little bit. Like it becomes less toxic. But like if you marry Anne in the 64 version, Cliff just leaves. He just leaves the town entirely. It's just like, well, my woman ain't here. I'm going to go. See you later. And if you do, if you let them marry, she just literally becomes like the worst person ever. Like there's an event like every so often you'll just see Cliff with a black eye and he's just like, "Oh yeah, me and the wife got into a fight again." Just I Cliff does not get a happy ending no matter what happens in that game. It's actually it's really messed up. Hey, how you doing, Hannah Julia? How's it going? Hope you're doing well today. We're just going to the forest real quick, and I'm going to try and finish collecting everything. And then we'll do just having some relaxing time after work. Busy day at work today. What about me? Yeah, I'm just relaxing with a little Stardew Valley. It's been a while since I really did a solo run. Yeah. But I did a little collaborative run. I forgot the buy seeds. Okay. I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna remind myself by putting a poppy in my inventory. And that should help me remember tomorrow. I did forget. I got rambly. And I forgot. But that's okay. So what's happening in Stardew Valley? Well, today was a foraging day, so I've just been collecting stuff. And we're trying to just collect a whole bunch of stuff for the bundles. But I have to get a lot of skills up. So like I recently got the training rod, so I've been trying to build up my skill points to um get bigger fishing rods and stuff like that. Fishing stuff. Yeah, it sounds great. Yeah, yeah, I think so too. So we're just going to go ahead and finish all this. Keep grinding. Thank you. I'm trying. So I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and collect all the stuff here, and then I might just cut down all the trees. You know what? I'll go ahead and cut these down right here because it is getting a little bit late. I'll ignore the ones that are like made of maple or oak because we can use them later. So long have you been playing this game? I've been playing it all week. So we finished spring yesterday, but I've been playing it all week. There was one day, I forgot to change my expressions. There was one day where I couldn't play very long because the power just started messing up. So I just had to quit streaming that day. But I've been playing every day this week from 12 to around 4 o'clock Eastern time. And next week I'll probably be playing again. Yeah. So I'll probably be playing this again next week. But I really wanted to spend this week trying to get like at least through the first 2 seasons, And then next week we'd probably be kind of doing like one day Stardew Valley and then the next day something else. I haven't really figured out what the next game is. Or well I guess it won't be next week. It'll be whatever week I come back because I play I stream like every other week because I have to visit my mother a lot. Because they have a lot of issues like getting around and stuff. So I go every other week to help out there and do a lot of cleaning and stuff over there. So I stream every other week. Let me think. So are you a full-time streamer or just doing it for fun? Um I mean, I don't think 4 hours every other week counts as full-time streaming. So I guess it's more of a part-time thing. I do collect checks like I have I get checks on the monthly. So it's not like this is a requirement for me. I do have other ways of getting money. Um but this is more just like a hobby, I guess, for me. I wouldn't mind it becoming a full-time gig. I wouldn't mind doing it longer. Right now I'm just kind of learning more about it, just kind of easing into it a little bit, just kind of taking my time and exploring it cuz uh so basically you are also doing the job. Yeah, sort of. Yeah. It's a little bit more complicated than that. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I kind of don't really want to talk about it too much. I talk about certain things, but I kind of don't really want to talk about it. Uh, I mean, I probably will at one point, but right now I'm keeping certain aspects of my life quiet. Uh, but we're gonna go ahead and finish. Yeah, yeah. You can understand. Yeah, yeah. So, but there's there is a lot of other stuff going on in my life, so I can't really. It's kind of good. Yeah, yeah. So I can't really especially where I'm going every other week to my mom, it's kind of difficult for me to be a full time streamer. So I'm just trying to use whatever time I've got to just kind of experiment and learn and explore new options. So, yeah. I don't really know what else to add. But we we got a whole bunch of stuff already planted, and I do need to plant the poppies again. I think they're only like 7 or 8 days that it takes to grow. So we're gonna take care of that today. So how was your experience on learning new things? Very slow. I'm a very slow, like especially when it comes to technology. Like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't say that. I think I'm a very slow learner in general. I feel like as I've gotten older, it takes a lot more out of me to learn new things because I'm thinking like when I was younger, I used to be like a gifted student, and it felt like things became a lot easier for me. But now that I'm older, it feels like everything is a lot more intensive on me. So like for the longest time, I didn't even really understand how OBS work. I think I spent like maybe even several weeks just practicing in OBS, just learning how all the buttons worked and stuff like that, or just even feeling comfortable like hearing my own voice because it's just like, oh, it feels weird. uh, but it's gotten better, and especially the whole like talking to just like talking to the air basically still feels weird. Cause like I can't say that it's not. I can't say it's like an entirely new experience for me because I used to stream, not stream. I used to do YouTube videos for a while, so like part of this is kind of it's kind of like not new to me, but there's a lot of like the tech that's still pretty newish to me, because I used to like most of what I did before was just like through OBS, so that's that was fairly simple tech for me to understand, and now I'm having to learn a lot more stuff. Like I didn't really know anything about like doing overlays or like audio mixing or anything like that. So a lot of this is really just brand new stuff for me. But I feel like I'm getting better with it. Anyway, I'm just gonna did I put that poppy up? I think I did. I think I put the poppy up. Okay. I'm gonna use these to just kind of remind myself on what I need to keep. I might even sell that one at the store, but I'm gonna remind myself that I need to get those, and that I need a sickle. But I'm also trying to learn more about editing on YouTube. I really haven't had much time because I've been more focused on like the streaming stuff and a few other like outside hobbies and activities, to not really focus on the YouTube side of things. But I have been wanting to go back into YouTube just a slight bit, like doing like little smaller videos to just add something more than just like VOD updates and stuff like that, or like posting like uploads of the VODs on there. Like I have been getting the itch to go back to that, and so um, that's another thing I've been trying to learn more about. So I do feel like I've been like there's a whole bunch of stuff that I've been wanting to learn, and it's just like there's so much. Feels like I'm a little bit like all over the place sometimes because there's so much I'm trying to do. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and take care of the. You know what? I need to probably grab these. Mm, I'll grab the fishing rod too, because I don't know if I want to do fishing or uh, mining today. I'm trying to like do a little bit of variation every single day. So one day we'll do like foraging, which was yesterday, and then another day we'll do like mining or fishing or whatever. Because I don't want to do the same thing every single day. Uh, but we got to see how much all this stuff is going to cost first. Yeah, we got the seeds here. Let me see how much is melons. It takes 12 days. They should be grown then. So I don't need to make a second patch for them. I should be able to have like a second patch grow. Okay. I think we're fine then. So I'm just going to go ahead and plant all these. Yeah, we might do like a little bit of fishing instead of mining today. Not entirely sure. I might also just like stop doing like full health too, because by the time that we get done with everything, it's already like halfway through the day. So I did not plant the. I have some wheat seeds already. So we're just gonna take care of that. Just take care of that. Well, did I ever check this? Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, make it sure. Oh, gone for some work? That's fine. No problem. I totally understand. I feel like it's very hard to like to stay active on a stream unless you're actually streaming it yourself. It's very hard to like stick. Yeah, as a girl, you can understand. um, I mean, you say that, and then my my characters. Listen, I I made a mistake when I created this character. I forgot to click the female button, so I'm walking around in a skirt, and then I realized like halfway through the game that I made my character male. So I'm just a very pretty man in a very pretty skirt. But I'm actually genderless, so I don't necessarily mind. I don't necessarily mind being referred to as a girl, but I do identify as genderless. but but yeah, it is kind of funny that you mentioned that when I look like this in the game. uh, but yeah, yeah, just like I live in a country area, so a lot of people are just like, oh, you're genderless, huh? I'm going to call you she anyway because I don't really understand it, so I'm just kind of used to it now. Uh, my partner is also that way. Not gonna lie, it's kind of fun. Yeah, yeah, it is kind of funny, ain't it? Oh dear. Uh, I look very cute in this skirt, by the way. I'm a very adorable man. Uh, um, I did forget to listen. I was too busy laughing at the man thing. Uh, but I'm gonna toss a few of these in there, and I'm gonna just do some of this because I have the health. Uh, but did the did Streamlabs just mess up? Hang on, I might not see your messages for a second. Okay, I think it kicked back on. Now in this generation, we have to clarify. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Especially if you click the wrong button in a game. hmm. Like I mean, I feel like it's good manners. I hope you don't mind. The way you're talking makes me think that maybe you're like a little bit older, which I'm 36. I get you. um, but like referring to this generation, I'm just like, oh, wait a minute, hang on a minute, somebody my age, somebody who's not a Gen Zer. um, but yeah, I think a lot of people feel comfortable at least having somebody acknowledge that stuff. Guess my age. I'm gonna say at least if you can. I'm gonna say at least 30s, maybe 40s, cause I don't want to guess too high. I'm gonna guess somewhere around my age and maybe a millennial, like me. No girl. Oh, really? Am I going too low or am I going too high? Cause I don't wanna get offensive. You're sweet 20. Really? I thought you were Gen. Really? You're an alpha. You're a Gen Zer. No way. That's pretty cool. Also, um, hang on a minute. Is that yeah? That is a jinx. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, you don't like being Gen Z? Listen, the only reason I know Jinx, by the way, I don't play League, but my cousin does. He's obsessed with it. Ah, really? So why don't you oh hell no. um my cousin is obsessed with that. That's listen, part of the reason why I don't stream at home when I'm visiting my mother is because he often plays uh League of Legends over there. He he lives over there because of that reasons. Um, and he's a League of Legends obsessed guy. Um, but when I'm not there, he's usually helping out, and then I come over and then I help with like groceries and other things. So and then he helps like helping bring them in. Oh, your mama is also a gamer. Gotcha. Yes. Yes. Yeah, my mom was the one that actually got us into gaming. So my mom and aunt. So I didn't have a dad, but my mom and aunt were big into gaming. My mom was more into like the platformers growing up, but now she's more into like casual stuff like Stardew Valley like this, and then into things like Animal Crossing and stuff like that. So this is more her speed now. But when she was younger, she used to play more like really whatever she could get her hands on. Gaming's in your blood. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, my aunt was more into like Castlevania and the like. So, but my cousins and I, we basically grew up together and we hung out all the time. Honestly, I feel like they're like brothers to me more than like cousins. Uh, but gaming has just been a big part of my life my entire life. But it's just a family thing, I suppose. Shooting games are okay. The last shooting game I played was Overwatch, but I'm terrible at aiming. I was a Zenyatta main. I'm terrible at aiming, and like I've tried playing a few games after that, but I was just like, meh, it's all right. It's all right. Like I keep saying I want to try like getting back into it, but like I don't know. I don't know. Like I haven't taken the time out of my day to like really invest into it again, especially now that I'm streaming again. I've been trying to like play games that are more in my list as yeah, yeah. I don't necessarily hate them. It's just that I have so many other games on my list that like I need to play right now. Like I have like a giant like Steam library, and then a bunch of other games that like I need to play through. Like I've been ignoring them for so long, and then I got to figure out how to like get all my consoles um stuff to actually work. So there's just a whole bunch on my plate that I want to do. Basically, I enjoy so much because these types of games are meant to play. Yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that. I get that. Hang on a second. What is it saying? Chat. It said chat was paused. Oh well, I guess it's because I scrolled up for a minute. The graphics kind of catch my attention. Oh yeah, definitely. Like there's a lot of fancy graphics on there. Like I still love me some pixel art, but some of like the newer graphics is like super mind blowing with like some of these games. Like I think I'll always like appreciate like a more cartoony vibe because that's what I'm used to. I'm just used to more cartoonish games because like when I was younger, I was really big into like platformers and stuff like that, and a lot of them had the cartoony aesthetics. The graphics cost me a lot. Hope you can understand. Oh yeah, no, I get you. I get you a lot. Like, oh my gosh. And then there's the cost of like things like the computer itself. The cost of the computer itself to even run the thing. Not to mention the everything else. It's just like, whew. It runs into a lot. It runs into a lot to do all this stuff. Many, many dollars. Yep, yep. I agree. I agree. Okay, today is going to be a fishing day. Yeah, especially because tomorrow's Pelican Town Luau. So we'll do our fishing today. after we take care of everything. But yeah, everything is so expensive now. Like I still love me some Nintendo games, but my gosh, they make it hard to buy those games, especially like Nintendo specific games. Like oh my god, they're re-releasing like Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, and it's going to be $40 for each individual game, and then $80 together, from what I'm hearing. And I'm just like, I can't afford that. I just can't. I can't do it. Like, I already bought like the 3D Mario bundle already that had like Sunshine and 64 and the original Super Mario Galaxy. So I would only want to get Switch the two, the second game. But like, that's so much. $40 is a lot. Basically, I'm a PC, so I don't have any idea about Nintendo. No, I get that. I get that. I tend to stick more with PC now, but I do still play certain Nintendo games, which, like, ever since they announced the Switch 2 and they've been showing some of the games on it, I've just been like, God, I wish those games were cheaper. like there's a few games on the Switch 2 that I'm just like, God, I wish they were cheaper. Like, I would be so down to play that if the games were cheaper. Like, I think pretty much everything else that I play now is like either like really old retro games on older consoles, or like PC now, or like remastered versions of PC games, or like old console games. Like I have a really hard time like wanting to spend anything on any other console. Like, can you elaborate on what the games that I'm talking about? So like some of the games I'm thinking of are like Donkey Kong Bonanza, or Tomodachi Life. Tomodachi Life was like a really big one for me, because I played that on the 3DS. Um, and it's basically like a Sims version of like, it's like Sims, but if they were like what do you call them? Sea monkeys. You just kind of put a bunch of them down, and then they kind of do their own little activities and stuff, and you just kind of monitor them. But I love that thing, and I'm just like, $80 is not worth that. $80 is not worth that kind of experience. And then there was like Animal Crossing, which, God, they ruined Animal Crossing so much. I've been playing it again because my mom is obsessed with Animal Crossing, and so she was like, I want to get this game, but I only want to play it. $80 is expensive, mate. Yeah, I get that. I agree. I agree so much. But my mom bought like the original Animal Crossing for the Switch, like the New Horizons game for Switch, and I was just like, I probably won't play this. Where did my where did my fishing rod go? Where did my fishing rod go? Did I leave my fishing rod in the mountains? Hang on a second. Did I leave my fishing rod in the mountains? Hang on a minute. Oh my god, I left it in the mountains. Okay. Well, I guess I'm fishing in the mountains today. I mean, I've got this one here, but I mean, I'll carry it just in case. My PC costs around 10K. Ooh, mine costs like about 1,500. Whew, 10K. You special ordered that thing, didn't you? Like, I just got mine off of Amazon. I got help from my cousin to like find like a decent one online. But whoo, 10K. I whew, whew. I think that's more than I see in a year. Yeah, it's a custom. Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot. I couldn't afford that. I feel like that would just take all my money. Like how long have you had it? Like, I'm just curious. How long does a baby like that run? Because like I know my partner got one about the same amount as mine, and they've had it for about 5 years, and it's about to go kerplunk. And I've had some about the same price, and it's about 10 years, and they've died. It's a high end PC, and everything is top notch. Ooh, I mean, I believe you. Like I had one like a long time ago, and it like it was supposed to be top notch, and it did not last long. So like I'm always curious about like how good the 10K ones are. Like it's really interesting to me as somebody who definitely who definitely cannot afford it. I'm just always curious about how it works. Somebody who definitely could not grab one of those in their life. I kind of want to live vicariously through you and just understand the experience. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I lost that fishing rod. I hope I didn't toss it out. I I I did leave it here. Okay. I bet I see what I did. I just left everything. I just left everything here. Okay, that's fine. I got distracted again. Just GPU alone cost me 2K. Woo! That is fancy. The GPU? How much RAM space do you got? Like how much storage you got on that baby? Just out of curiosity. Like I want to know if like externals are required. Like I'm assuming that you have like a extra external on that or something. Like a built-in external or something like that to give it more space. Oh, you know what? What? Uh, how does the heating and stuff work? Because like I know my cousin tried out one of those like heating systems for their computer or like cooling systems for their computer. Um, it's a cooling system, not a heating. That works with water. Like they fill it up with water. It's a water cooling system. I don't know if there's other types. Samsung 999 Pro 2 terabyte. That's not bad. Well, that's not bad. That's pretty good. That is a nice system. Listen, I don't know them specifically by name, but I guarantee if I tell my cousin like that specific number or that specific name, he's going to be like, "Whoo!" Because it's the League of Legends nerd again. Like he would hear this and he'd be like, "Oh my god, oh my god, I want that." I could just guarantee it. He'd be so jealous of you right now. Like I just get things that I know work. I'm just like, does it function? Yeah. Okay. Again, I'm very like as long as the technology works and it's a decent price, I'm fine with it. Like, ugh. But I also just can't afford like big fancy schmancy stuff. Maybe that's why I like pixel art so much. I know it can actually run. Oh, oh dear. Am I having a little revelation now? Oh boy. Anyway, I think we'll just stay here until. We'll stay here till about 12. You know what? I might do a little bit of mining. Listen, I've been going to the mines and I've just been breaking a bunch of rocks. Cause I've been talking to you and I just break a whole bunch of rocks without even like paying attention to like the staircases and stuff. So I might just do that and get some more rock, like after 6 o'clock. Actually, what we could do. Hmm. Cause tomorrow's the luau. Yeah. We don't really need to do any more clearing on our farm until we get enough money to get the coop, which we're almost there. We're almost there at the money bank time. We need 100 more. I could go into the iron side of things and try to get some soot sprites. Or no, dust spirits. Listen, they look like soot sprites from like Spirited Away. I'm gonna keep calling them that. It's fine. Ooh. Your cooling system is an Arctic Liquid Freeze 3 420 Pro. Okay, ooh. Alright. That is something. Hmm. That is fancy. That is fancy. I don't know exactly what kind my cousin got, but it borked like within the first week that he got it. So he had as you said before, everything. Oh, I believe you. I believe you. That's some very expensive stuff. Very fancy. You you seem to be having like the dream like gamer setup over there. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, like dreams come true. Yeah, yeah, they do. They do. It does take a little bit of effort to get to that point sometimes though. Oh, hang on. I'll read your message in a second. Um, let's see. Steel Series Wireless Gaming Mouse CS2 Dragon Lore Edition. Dragon Lore Edition. Huh. So it's a very specific type of mouse, huh? I'm guessing like a certain pattern or design on it. It's a very cool mouse. It sounds cool. Yeah, I didn't bring the mine. I should have brought the mining stuff with me, but I was so confused about the fishing stuff. Search it. Um, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I'll give you a look. I'll give you a second. I'll give you a second to look at it. Oh, that is pretty dope. Hang on a second. I don't want to get my. Let's see. Let's see. That is a fancy thing you're showing me here. I'm assuming this is it, right? That is really sick looking. Yeah, that one. That is really sick looking. Like I. That is like actually cool. That is super dope looking. I love the design of that. That is so dope. Like, dude, that's so cool. Thank you for sharing that with me. That is really cool looking. Okay, all right. I'm gonna remove that image now. But yeah, that was really cool. I had to show that. That was just a really cool design. Um, you're welcome. Yeah. I, I really like seeing neat stuff like that. Just gonna grab these things real quick. I think well, I got these. I can smelt real quick. Like seeing custom made stuff like I mean, I guess it's just a designed by a certain company, but still seeing like intricate artwork on like a mouse and stuff like that is so freaking cool. Like seeing any kind of artwork like that is just really cool, and like things like mouse or like custom keycaps and stuff like that. That's just really cool. Like I don't really own anything like that myself because like I can't really afford it. um, Most I got is the RGB lights that come with like the pre-made like store stuff, the stuff you can get at Walmart. But yeah, yeah, it's so cool. It's super cool. All right, I'm just gonna do some stuff here. Don't worry, soon you're gonna afford it. Oh, oh, that's very sweet. I want to believe you. I'm gonna manifest that. Is that the word for it? Manifest it. I'm gonna use what you're saying and manifest that into reality. If I believe hard enough, it'll come true, right? Soon I'll get the cool looking stuff. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That you're very sweet. All right. You know what? I think I'm gonna keep the ones over here. I think I'll keep these so that they can spawn more trees. But I think I'm gonna get rid of some over on the other side. We'll say about everything after this point can be removed, and maybe those closer to like the farm area, especially this one. Oh, you showing me another controller? Your most expensive keyboard in your whole life. Let's see. Hang on a second. Apex Pro TKL Wireless Gen 3 US. Your most expensive keyboard. Let me take a look. Oh yeah. Okay, with the RGB and stuff like that. I see that. Ooh. It does it looks really cool. You know what? Let me see if I can, cuz I don't want to have to put the, let's see, window capture. It won't let me capture or will it? Is this Firefox I got up? Yeah, okay. So right there. I won't it's showing a little bit at the top. I was afraid it'd show something else, but like this is what you're showing me, right? Like I'm still, listen, I've had these two at the top for like a Sims 4 challenge I've been working on, and then I completely forgot to even work on it. Yeah, this is really nice. Um let me get it more properly sized. But yeah, yeah, this is really nice looking. It's really cool. All right, I'm gonna hide that window now. You have some really fancy schmancy stuff. Can I show you one last thing if you don't mind? You're free to tell me about it. I don't mind. I am kind of curious. You have said a lot of things. Gracias. De nada. I think that's the word, right? Listen, I have been studying. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. Um, I've been studying Spanish, but like I kind of forget some of the words. I mean, I have only been using Duolingo, so like I probably did mess up. uh, like I think the only reason why I would reject you is if it's like something really, really inappropriate, right? So as long as you're not doing anything super bad, I think we're cool. So I think that's it for today. And tomorrow's the luau, so we're just gonna water and then we'll head out to the luau. And that'll be it for the day. And then I think what we'll do is, let's see. I think I'll do the foraging day too. We'll do the luau and the foraging, and then we might take a little break, cause I am kind of curious about what you're pulling out, like especially after all this. Oh, I thought you said that you were showing one last thing if you don't mind, and then and then I didn't see anything, so I didn't know if you were going to actually show something or not. Maybe I got a little confused. I don't know. Either way is fine. Just don't mind me. I do get a little confused sometimes when I read things. All right. So this is the last thing, huh? All right. Let's see what it is. Just out of let me see. I gotta pull this over here. Yeah, probably. All right. Okay. So this baby. All right. Let me see if I can. I'm just gonna hide like the top part. There we go. That'll show it better. Yeah. All right. I mean, it looks pretty snazzy. 24 by 21 inches. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks really sweet. You got the 27 or the 32? I guess it's the 27 since you linked in that one. Since you said that one. But yeah, ooh, that price tag. Whoo, whoo, for a monitor. That's a lot. Oh my god, that's more than my. That's about the same price as my computer. Oh my god. Oh, whoo, whoo. Whoo, whoo. I'm sorry, I got startled there by the price. I don't think I even paid attention to the other prices. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. You're kind of enthusiast. You're kind of an enthusiast. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. No, that's totally fine. Listen, if you enjoy it, absolutely, feel free to splurge. Like I'm assuming that as long as you're like able to pay off other stuff too. Like as long as you're able to pay off the bills and stuff by you got food on the table and everything, whatever. Like splurge on whatever you enjoy. That's what I feel. Anyway, personally. Like there's no harm in enjoying the things and like spending whatever you want on things that you enjoy. I feel like that works for everything. And my room decor ration is so dope. Like lighting and many things. Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. That sounds that sounds really cool. It's kind of a studio. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that. I'm kind of getting that vibe from you. I am. I'm assume. Do you work from this studio or do you work somewhere else? Just out of curiosity. I'm going to the luau, by the way, because I know you mentioned that you had to do something for work like earlier. You work somewhere else. Okay, so so this is more of a personal thing for you. That's still pretty cool. Like not to get too deep into details and stuff. Yeah, a lot. Like I definitely don't want to make you feel uncomfortable or anything like that. But yeah, it does seem like you have created an environment for yourself that no, it's okay. Well, I'm glad. I definitely don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. Uh, you've definitely been very enjoyable to have on here. But it definitely does seem that you have created an environment for yourself that you really enjoy and that you really like for yourself. It's a therapy for me. Yep, I get that. I get that. Splurging on yourself and making something that you like and that you feel comfortable with. Absolutely. Absolutely. I get that 100%. I'm just gonna talk to Ellie, get a little extra chat in. I didn't bring any. You know what? I did bring something. I forgot. It's okay. It's okay. Um, I was supposed to bring a food ottoman, but you know what? I grabbed it. Just a spice berry on the side. It was the best investment I had so far. I believe it. I believe it. Maybe if I get on the governor's good side, he'll give my business a tax break. I wonder if he likes aged whiskey. Now, if only the mayor would stop schmoozing with him all afternoon. I do agree it's a good investment. I think if you make your personal living spaces better for you, you're going to have like a better life just in general. Even if your job or anything is like not necessarily the best, like if your house and stuff is in pretty good shape, or at least you enjoy being at home and you enjoy like the place that you've made for yourself, you're going to have a better time. I woke up late, stepped out of the door, and found myself in the middle of all this hubbub. I forgot today was a luau. I'm just going to read these out, because I can. How's the farming coming along? It must be a busy season for you. I'll be back here by the trees. The air is a lot cooler. Governor, who cares? Why should I care about some random old guy? We do this festival every year to give the governor a taste of everything the valley has to offer. Mayor Lewis hopes it will get the governor on our good side. That's why he's so neurotic about the way the soup tastes. A slow, continuous rotation is the key to achieving the perfect roast. Whatever Linus is roasting, it smells awfully good. I'm not going to make the noises. That's like sometimes I do, but I don't feel like it today. Good thing I came with sunscreen. I mean, I could try just like a, but it just sounds kind of weird. I put fresh vegetables from my garden into the communal soup pot. Heh, free buffet, one of the perks of living here. Enjoy it, kid. Yeah, yeah. It just sounds kind of weird. I don't really like those noises, yeah. If you brought something for the soup, climb the stairs on the other side and throw it in. I think Spiceberry is actually a good one for the beginning, actually. I think, like, higher star quality items would have been better. I hope the soup is good this year. I'm full, but what else is there to do besides eat? One year, Sam put a pound of anchovies in the potluck soup. Ever wonder why Sam leads the town in community service hours? Yeah. These blasted sandflies keep landing on the food. Wow, you don't get hot pepper chutney like this in the big city. This is tiring, honey. Are you ready to spawn the buffet soon? Spawn? Spawn? What? Okay, are you ready to visit the buffet soon? So if you don't mind, can I ask something? By all means, go ahead. You stepped on my foot, dear. She's unresponsive. Like she is lost in the music. I'm bored. Vincent isn't a good dancer. That music, it's too loud. Can't I have a little peace and quiet to enjoy the ocean? Ah, the smell of the ocean takes me back many years, long before you were born. Are you interested in upgrading your channel or in the future? So let me know. Ah. Alright. I have thought about doing it in the future. But not right now. It is a thought in the future. So I do appreciate you asking me that. It's just not a concern right now. So any social link? I have a bunch of social links at the bottom in the about page. Let me take a look at my Twitter real quick. Not my Twitter, my Twitch. My Twitch channel. If you go to the about page and well, okay, it's deciding not to load for me. Come on.
Even hard.
Whoop. Okay, I hope you didn't hear that, but there we go. But yeah, in the about page. Okay. It should be somewhere at the bottom, but for some reason it has decided it doesn't want to work for me. Yeah, you follow me on Twitter? Okay, well, thank you so much. You're better off finding me on Twitter than Blue Sky, honestly. Like, I check both of them, but I think I'm more active on Twitter, or heck, even Tumblr, than I am on Blue Sky. Honestly, I'm debating on whether I even want to keep Blue Sky at this point, because it feels like a, less active version of Twitter. But, I keep it around just in case, but, honestly, you're better off with Twitter or, Tumblr at this point. So, and I also have a YouTube channel. So those two options are probably better. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going really quickly. I would dance, but I don't want to get sweaty. And my name is also Hannah Julia on Twitter. Oh, is it? Okay. So I should be aware of you on there. I'll keep you in mind. It's tiring to socialize with everyone. I'd rather watch the sea. The mer people are curious about your festivities. I think Willie's the only person we haven't talked to yet. I think he's on this side. I might be missing one more person. Hi there, taking a breather? To tell you the truth, I'd rather be fishing right now. And then this is the governor. We only see him on this day. What a lovely occasion. It's always a joy to visit Stardew Valley. He always reminds me of the gourmet from the older Harvest Moon games. I must speak to the missus about purchasing a vacation home here. Have a good day. It's so nice to talk to you. You know what? You have a good day too. It was a pleasure talking to you. It really has been. Thank you so much for coming. Bye! Bye-bye! Alright. I must speak to the missus about purchasing a vacation home here. Look sharp, the governor's here for his annual visit. If you brought something for the potluck, make sure and add it to the soup cauldron. Should we move forward to the luau? The governor seems a little hungry. Yes, let's start. Well, folks, it's time once again for the potluck ceremony. I trust that you all put high quality ingredients in the pot this year. We don't want the governor to regret his visit to the valley. Well, Governor, would you do us the honor of tasting the soup? Of course, I've been looking forward to this all year. I think as long as you don't put anything like toxic or like a pair of purple shorts, you're fine. You can put the pair of purple shorts in here if you want to. If you grab it, that's an option. I'm just saying you could. Ah, that's a very pleasant soup. The produce from this valley never disappoints. So this was a pretty good luau. I think there's actually a better thing that you can get, but the tasty option is pretty good. Who else wants some soup? I think if you get him to say this, at the very least, you get the achievement for it. The luau was a success. Good thing I brought something tasty for the soup. Time to head home. So like I think you don't even need like the silver quality. I think you could just get you could get the standard quality of the spice berry. I forgot that I was keeping them. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. So I was originally planning on, you know what? I still have a little bit of health. I don't know what I can really do with this much health, but I'm gonna look over here real quick. Can I cut you down? Maybe not entirely. Yeah, about that much. I'm gonna use it for that. I was originally going to do the luau and then do one more day, but I'm seeing it's 3:12. So I think I'm going to take a little break, especially since our buddy has left. So I'm going to take the break now, and then we're going to come back in a few minutes, and then we'll do the foraging day, and then I would like to get today either 15 or 16, not necessarily the 16th, but like 15 or 16, and then we'll end the stream there. Is that okay with you guys? I hope so. But I will come back again later after a little short break because I got to use the restroom and stuff. But I'll see you in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Just give me a little break. Hi, I'm back. We're gonna go ahead and start playing again. I always try to like give my character like a few minutes on screen just to blink a few and stuff so I know where to cut and stuff when I'm editing the videos. So if you ever wonder why I'm just standing there for a few minutes to just blink, it's just to help the editing process when I move it to YouTube. But we're gonna try and do a couple more days on here before we end the stream today. And today is a foraging day, so we'll be doing a foraging day today. We'll be doing some foraging. And I was talking about how the governor only comes during the days of the luau, and then that's really about it. And also the fact that he looks like the gourmet. And can I just say, I freaking love the gourmet. Listen, I keep saying that I'm going to go back to either the Story of Seasons version of the game or the original, well not the original, the More Friends and Mineral Town version of the Game Boy Advance remake of the game, where you play as a girl, and then I'm going to just I'm gonna play that and then marry the gourmet. But like marrying the gourmet is so freaking hard. It's so hard. It's probably one of the hardest things on there. Cause like you would think marrying the goddess or the kappa on that game would be the hardest ones, but like you have to actually get so many recipe. You have to complete your recipe index. Plus you have to win like every single unique competition in the cooking festival, and I think there's like 5 or 6 of them, and it only happens once a year. It only happens once a year, so I think there's 5 or 6 of them. So it's at least a mandatory 6-year waiting period. Like I'm pretty sure you can beat the god. I'm pretty sure you can marry the goddess or the kappa within like a year or two. Probably like 2 or 3 years actually. The more I'm thinking about it, but like the point is, they're a lot faster to beat than like the gourmet. You wouldn't think the gourmet would be that difficult. And a lot of the items that he requires are stuff that you're automatically going to have to get for like the shipping bin stuff anyway. He just requires you to get extra of that stuff. Like my brain is immediately thinking of the one specific item. What is it called? The the suns that you have to make and stuff like that. You have to make them using. There's a few of them that require you to use the X quality goods that you can only get by random chance after your animals have been outside for longer than 200 hours in game. You have to leave your animals outside for at least 200 hours in the game, and then you have to pray that one day they produce this item. Otherwise, it's just platinum. Just platinum milk or platinum egg or whatever, platinum wool, and it's 100% luck based. There's no easy way around it. Just absolutely no easy way around it. Like I love the gourmet as a character, but I don't think I'll ever complete that challenge. I don't think I could. I don't think I can do that. I feel like I would lose my mind if I tried. Anyway, we got berries. I think the plum is a fall thing. I think the peach is spring. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. But it's okay if I'm wrong. Because I could always reorganize them later. It's not a big deal. Anyway, today we have a lot of stuff. It has not stormed yet, but we're going to be foraging. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to take the axe. I'm going to take the fishing rod. And then I'm going to replant these. And then I'm going to take this, because I haven't given him all of his gifts this week. I feel like there was something else I wanted to grab. I think just this. And then some wood and some stone, because we're going to go get some stuff from Robin taken care of. I want to get some buildings built. The problem is, where do I build them? Okay. There we go. I'm gonna remove you too. It's not the best place to put it, but it'll work for now until we do some more clearing out the stuff. Like that's the good thing about this game, is that even if you don't like the places that you're putting them in, you can always move them around later. And I'm going to be doing that a lot during the winter time when everything's cleared out more. But we're going to build a coop. Honestly, it's better to have the coop like closer at the beginning. Like look how I can't even put it up there because of like the cave and stuff. But like I can put it right there for now. And now we'll have really good access to a spot where we can put tons and tons of hay and pull tons and tons of hay out, and it's going to be really good. Anyway, I'm going to take my skirt off and hang out in the men's room. I was going to make the joke about like, how do I put my skirt down to use the bathroom, but I realized it's like a skirt all. It's like an overall skirt. So like, there's only one. Like unless I'm Unless I'm unbuckling my skirt, my overalls, and I'm taking the whole thing down. Like, there's only one way to do it. Like, I mean, I guess that's an option, but I feel like that's a very tedious way of, like, taking a piss. Anyway, you notice how I get a lot more sweary and lewd when people aren't around? It's just like, oh no, new people. I can't swear anymore. And then the moment they leave, I'm just like, ah, yes, the freak could come back. Anyway, I'm sure it'll get better over time. I'm sure it'll get better. I'm just, I'm sure it'll get better over time. I'll get used to it. I'll get better with it. Like eventually, there's gonna be a bunch of people in here throughout several hours of stream, and I'm not gonna be able to get away with that. Eventually, somebody, you know what? There's probably already some people here. I've already seen some of you. I already know there's people like listening in and hearing this. Just listening in, just like for several hours. I've already caught at least one person doing it. Just several hours, not even talking to me, just listening. So I know they exist. I hope you've been enjoying the stream. I hope I'm not too I hope I'm not too weird to your taste. If anything, I hope I'm weird enough. I hope I'm weird enough for you. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hey, listen, I know how to be prim and proper when I need to be. But I don't want to do it all the time. I'd rather this just be a really casual thing where we try to play nice, but then every so often we kind of go a little overboard. I mean, I guess it's kind of like school. It's kind of like school or any like casual outing. Like a lot of times you're pretty chill and you can do everything kind of normal. And then every so often everything just kind of goes off the wall, kind of crazy, and y'all can't stop laughing and making degenerate jokes. That's kind of the environment I go with. Like like nothing too messed up, nothing too foul or inappropriate, but like we can push the buttons every so often. Just a little button pushing every so often. I don't think I had anything to grow. I didn't need to grow anything. I do need to find Sam. I mean, I don't think I really need to give him gifts as much as anymore because I think I've seen the event. But I am going to at least get him to 5 hearts. I'm just chatting with him because he's there. I need to... You know what? I think I need to look up what kind of gifts to give everybody. Because, like, there's always, like, certain types of gifts that I give to people. Like salmon berries and stuff. I think once we get the horse, I'll be more invested into gift giving. But for right now, it's kind of like certain people are more my priority than others because we just don't have a lot of time in the day. But once we get the horse, things go a lot faster. It moves a lot faster. Sam should be at the bar tonight. So we'll take care of him there, and then we'll go to the forest, and then we'll cut down trees. See, like talking to him, even if I don't necessarily have a gift, I think I could give him that. Yeah, he does like gemstones, so there's that. So he's at 1 heart now. But see, I've already been making some friends. But like, I think once we get the hardwood, which hardwood's going to take a little bit. I got some new. Does collecting coral and stuff count as foraging? I'm assuming it counts as foraging. Because if it counted as fishing, then I would have gotten fishing skill before summer, I think. So I'm going to assume it's a fishing thing. I mean, a foraging thing. So we're almost maxed out on the foraging, which is pretty good, in my opinion. Like I hope I become a kind of streamer that people feel comfortable with and are cool with me being a little weird and funky. My mother used to drive the bus to Calico Desert, but the bus stopped working a few years ago. Mayor says there's not enough money in the town coffers, or else he'd have it fixed. Oh, you mean like how there wasn't enough money to fix the community center, huh? You know, seems like a lot of the issues aren't really about like nobody wanting to use the services and more about how there's not enough funds for anything. You know, just saying. Lewis seems to have a lot of excuses for things that should be Lewis's job. Anyway, I'm just saying. Here's your gift. If I give the cue ball a bit of a top spin, maybe I could. Oh, okay, that's all he's going to say. Should I let Sam win for once? Nah. Sam and Sebastian asked me to play drums in their band. I've never played drums before, but it's actually pretty fun. You have to learn how to move your limbs to different rhythms at the exact same time. I feel like my brain is growing. I could buy some Joja Cola here, but like, I don't need it for like twice. How's that cave experiment coming along? Has it produced anything of value yet? Yes. Ah, that must mean the conditions must be more suitable than I originally theorized. Okay, they're both busy. I think even if they're busy, it still counts as like you interacted with them. Don't you have work to do? Handling salty fish all day makes me really thirsty. The weather doesn't really matter to me. I typically stand near my shop year-round. I've been working hard all week. I deserve a little relaxation on a Friday night. Depressing, huh? Don't you get overheated? Don't you get overheated during the summer, though? Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just a sensitive one, because I get overheated. Good evening. It's nice to see you socializing with the townsfolk. It's good to stop by once in a while and see what the latest news is. Okay, so some of them are just repeating. Marnie doesn't seem to notice that you're here. I thought you were single. You can use a tapper to harvest syrups and other useful liquids directly from trees. So you know what? You know what? I'm going to keep talking to people. Gus, give me your strongest. Lewis, tell me your tomatoes have rotten. That's great news. Just imagine what the culinary would be like without tomatoes. A lot more bland. Business has been really good tonight. I'm pleased. If I wasn't so busy, I'd come to help you on the farm. I mean, I'm sure people would figure out something else to make to like counter the lack of tomatoes. But like, tomatoes are so important. Anyway, there's several implications here, and one of them is the fact that either Marnie was actually single during the flower festival, and then after the flower festival they hooked up, and the flower festival was literally maybe a week between us hearing about her being single and then the mayor losing his shorts. And I'm not judging, but that's an awfully short time. That's an awfully short time for you to go from being single to having the mayor shorts in your house. Listen, I respect it, actually. I respect your game. Honestly. Snagging the mayor like that. Respect. But it is kind of interesting that that's how it happened. Oh, dear. I'm just saying. Um, I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking. I think I'm gonna ignore the forest today. I'm gonna ignore the forest today. I'm gonna fish tomorrow. I know, right? We're gonna do fishing 2 days in a row. Well, like almost 2 days in a row, basically. I'm going to go fish tomorrow in the forest. You know what? I don't even care if you do damage to me. I just want to use some of this energy. There used to be a mod, but I don't think it's in use anymore, that allowed you to earn or like upgrade. The more you upgraded your tools, the more damage it done to like enemies, and essentially you could turn your hoe or something into a proper weapon. And I miss that mod. It kind of turned it into something more like Rune Factory-esque, and I miss it. It's not around anymore, because it would have been so useful for this sort of play, where it's just like, well, I left it at the house. I guess I'm just gonna take damage and maybe die later. But I don't think it's been updated in years. I don't even think it exists anymore. But I know I used it a long time ago, and it would have been so freaking helpful for times like these. Would have been so freaking helpful. Anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and go to bed. But it is kind of a big walk to go from the bathhouse spa, all the way down to the forest. But it's a walk I'm going to take. And then the 14th we'll go to the mines. Ooh, I don't even have to do that. I don't even have to do that because it's raining. Is this our first storm? Is this our first proper storm? Well, well, well. I want to get the scythe out because I don't know if we have wheat or not. But I know we have melons. Sweet, delicious melons. And it does look like we have wheat. I can't wait till we start getting the sickle upgrades, which we have to unlock a place before we can start getting them. But we'll be able to use it to just like slash everything and just get the stuff from there. But it's gonna be a while. Okay, so what I'm really going to be waiting on before I go to the forest is Pierre's shop to open. I need Pierre's shop to open so I can get some extra melons. And some radishes. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then the flowers just stay. And then the melons will stay. Yeah, I think that's good. And then I'll keep all the hops for now. I'll keep all the hops for now. The hops grow like weeds, basically. I'm gonna sell all the expensive crops directly to Pierre, because we haven't done that this game. We haven't done that. And it's been a while. I'm gonna go ahead and plant the wheat, since we're already here. I do see like a couple of places that could... I don't really need it. I don't really need any, but that speeds up the growth, and I wouldn't mind getting some melons a little bit faster. And then I could use that soil to like grow something else, like something smaller and a little bit faster. That's what my theory is. So that area will be used for melons this time. So I think it's about 9-ish that Pierre opens. Might be 8. But I'm gonna go ahead and collect the stuff around here first. Because I can. And then I think what I will do is I'm going to collect the seeds, go to the forest, and then maybe we should consider maybe getting some upgrades soon. You know what? I'm going to come down here because I'm curious about the prices. I'm curious about some prices. I think it's 5K. 5K. Okay. Because we've got iron. I could go ahead and start working on that pick. I can work on the axe too. I might do the axe first because I said tomorrow is going to be our mining day. So I might do the axe first. That would allow me to go ahead and do our mining day, and then the next time that we're doing upgrades, I can let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Don't mind me getting a little distracted here, but my idea is that we take care of the forest and stuff today, and then the next time we do the forest stuff, we'll have a little bit more wood options, like in the secret woods. That's my theory. Anyway, we made a lot of money from those melons, so I definitely want to try and get one more pack. I might even attempt two. Because the pick and axe are the ones that I'm more focused on than like anything else. So those are the ones I'm going to be collecting. I'm going to go ahead and use the axe today to collect a whole bunch of wood from down here. And then we'll do a little bit of fishing. I didn't bring any food with me. If all else fails, I'll just go back to the house and like eat some salmon berries or something. I don't know. Kind of depends on how many trees there are. I'm not going to touch any of the ochre pine or ochre maple trees. I'm not going to touch a single one of them. We're just going to focus on the ones that have like a triangle shape. That's the best way to explain it. The triangled ones. They're part of the Illuminati. There is a chance. See, I'm kind of thinking again. There's a chance that an event will happen soon. Because sometimes it can happen today. And that's kind of what I'm struggling with. Because it'd be awful to throw the axe into the thing when I know the event's about to happen. So maybe I'll wait a few days, stock up a little bit more money, and then we'll throw the pickaxe or the axe in. But there's an event that triggers in this season, and I kind of want to do that. That was loud. Like if you played this game before recently, you already know what I'm talking about. But like I'm just keeping it mum for like newcomers, people who have never played. I don't think I'm going to have enough energy to like fish or anything today. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut down all the trees that I can. If we have enough time, I might go to the hot spring. If we don't have enough time, I'll use some berries. Because we still got quite a bit of daytime left. And I don't want to waste it. I could cut you down. I mean, I could do a couple fishing events here. Just to say I did. The lake is kind of like a mix of like river and mountain. Anyway, here's the Hat Man. The more achievements that you do, you can see your achievements right here. The more stuff unlocks, and I think he automatically has like one already. So we don't have a lot of achievements done, and I don't think I'll be doing all of them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But that's what he's all about. Oh, okay, so was that the only tree I hadn't chopped down? I might go back and try to chop down that tree. I don't know. I mean, it's not a big deal either way. I think that's all the forageables. Like, I'm really looking forward to foraging level 10, because it will just tell me, hey, you missed a forageable, once we unlock that. And then I don't have to do the grunt work of having to figure out where I haven't looked or anything. Well, okay. I guess I don't get any of that. That's fine. I don't get nothing. I don't remember how long it takes to get the stuff done. I think it's 2 or 3 days for like the coop and stuff to get finished. It'll probably be like after we come back. That's fine if it is. I want to keep the gold ones too. But we'll just keep them for now. I'm gonna eat about 3-ish. Let's see. Yeah, I have enough for like 2 sets of things to upgrade. I'm going to go back down because I wanted to fish in the fishing area down there. By golly. And I'm going to do it. I'm just going to dig like a diagonal path. At least partially diagonal. Like, the grass grows really fast, so, like, even if I lose, like, a little bit, it's still not a big deal. I'm just gonna have to, like, hold it out more, so I don't get attached by, like, anything. I heard the thing jiggle. I thought I pressed the button. Hello? Well, oh, well, that one will let me. I guess because I wasn't on the side, it acts a little funky. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's weird. Give me a second. I'll test it out. Okay, Joja Cola. Hang on. Well, that one seems fine. Probably picked a weird spot. Like some of the tiles on here are just kind of funky. Yeah. Yeah, I just picked a weird tile. Alright. That's fine. Like, like you're gonna probably have more issues with, like, the tiles from this angle than you are on the side. It's not impossible to find a side tile that, like, you're gonna have issues with. But, for the most part, it's gonna be the other ones. The other ones are gonna cause you issues. But it's fine either way. It's fine either way. So I'm just going to use up the rest of this energy, and then I think I might use the sickle to try and clear a path. Like a slightly better path. Alright, this is the last one. This is the last one. And it's taking the sweetest amount of time. Anyway, I think depending on where you're, you know what? It might be because I'm using the training rod. That's why I'm getting more trash there. But if I wasn't using the training rod, not the trash rod. I mean, it might feel like a trash rod because, like, especially if you're fishing on your farm, you're going to get nothing but trash but from the training rod. 100%, it's just going to be trash. Anyway, I'm going to try and cut down a little bit over here, too. Just so we have a little bit more space. There we go. I don't want to cut too much, but I want to make sure that, like, every area is just, like, uncovered, prepared, and ready for later use. Alright, we're going to go to bed at a proper time tonight. Can you believe that? We're not going to be up till midnight. It's a miracle. So let's see. Is the thing happening today? Listen, you can tell when it happens. Not today. We're getting a new recipe for pancakes. It's going to be clear and sunny tomorrow. Yeah, no, it's another regular day. My throat is as dry as a desert bone. I'm real thirsty for a pale ale. You got one? Regular. Oh, beer won't do. I need a pale ale. She needs it. She craves it. She wants it. Hey! Hey! We got some goodies. I'm going to put a sunflower seed there. I'm going to keep the star fruit for now. There is a way to get more star fruit later on, but you basically have to pay off all the money bundles. So it might be a little bit cheaper to do it this way. Anyway, if you want to become good friends with the mayor, give him some blueberries. He loves the blueberries. Or at least he really, really likes them. But we're only going to keep about, let's see. I don't even know if I need that many, really. But I am going to keep a bunch of them for now. And everything's been watered. Everything's taken care of. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to get the pick. I'm going to get that. It's probably too early to talk to Sam. And I'm not too worried about Gunther right now either. So I'm going to take this. And then we're just going to go up to the top. And I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Just slightly bit longer on getting upgrades. Part of it's because I think we're going to be ending after the day. Your first task, bring a rainbow shell to the train platform, leave it in the box. Mr. Key. G? Key. G? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm assuming it's Key? Qui? Key? G? I don't know. There's a lot of different ways you can pronounce the letter Q. Anyway, we're starting Mr. Q. Mr. Kui. His thing. We're starting his thing. Anyway, this thing comes with us. And we're going to start that quest line. It probably won't be until next year before we finish it, though. But we can go ahead and start it. It's a big long line of quests. Us doing a bunch of random things. Or, you know, seemingly random. Because I mean technically they are random. Random to us anyway. I'm sure they have a purpose. Anyway, platform. You throw the shell into the box immediately, a note falls down from the rafters above. Well done, your next task. Place 10 beets inside Mayor's fridge. Beets aren't even available outside of maybe buying them from the one lady that sells stuff. The merchant, the fancy merchant, which I've been kind of ignoring. I'm gonna have to purchase at least a couple of things from her before the end of summer. It's a certain type of plant seed that only grows in fall. If we don't grow it in fall, it's not a big deal, but I would prefer to grow it in fall. But we're gonna go ahead and grab a few things. I'm gonna grab the cookies, and I think we'll go get some copper and some stone. Listen, we're gonna have a lot of health, so I'm just gonna do a couple of these. Now that I think about it, it is 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. So I'm probably gonna have a lot of time to actually explore this bad boy. A lot of time to explore this bad boy. Let us see. You know what I'm realizing lately? I need to follow smaller streamers more. Like I've been watching a lot of like bigger name streamers because I followed them on YouTube, right? And again, Twitch is pretty new for me as a whole because most of my experience has been through YouTube. But because of that, all the people that I know and that I follow are like people that have been on YouTube or Twitch for a long time or have like a lot more experience and a lot more growth and a lot more people on them. I think I really should try looking at people that are more smaller, more my size, and seeing how they're dealing with stuff, or at least maybe not my size, because I think I'm looking at things a little bit like I'm looking at the big picture with like all the big people and not the little picture with all the little people. Does that make sense? Like I feel like seeing from only the big people's side is going to help me when I get like to a bigger thing. I think I need to see how people in my size and my group need to grow and like how they deal with stuff. I mean, I think I do have like a couple of like smaller groups, but even then, it's still like they've still got like 1,000 or so followers. So like that's not like a tiny number of people, especially compared to me. I might just like take some time out tonight and look for some smaller streamers. I have been trying to follow more to just try and meet new people and like learn more things. Try to diversify. I still struggle to like communicate online though. Like I'll be listening on a Twitch or something, and then I completely forget to actually talk on there. I just lurk in the background. I need to quit being a lurker. I need to quit lurking and actually start interacting with people. Oh dear. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get there eventually. Just gonna It's like I said later on. I'm gonna manifest it into something better, something bigger. Everything that I'm doing right now is for like a bigger, brighter future. Yes. That's what I hope anyway. I hope so. And even if it's not like the most successful future, maybe it's not like freaking Iron Mouse or something like that. Like, Jesus Christ, she's done so well for herself. But even if it's not that level, I hope it's like pretty good, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like I don't know if I could handle the success that Iron Mouse has handled. Like, I feel like it's gotten so, like, especially in recent years, especially after recent situations. Like, Iron Mouse had it like pretty bad, and like a lot of people that were a part of her group had it bad. So I don't know if I want to go like into the same kind of situations as her. I don't know if I want to get that deeply well known. But it would be nice to have like a group of a group to just hang out and chat with and like do stuff together. Like I have thought about doing like something beyond gaming sometimes, but like I don't know if I could. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. That's a talk for like later on. That's a talk for later on as I learn and experiment more. Like I feel like maybe experiment is not the best word. Just grow, cause like even if I'm doing experiments, it still takes time for like any of this to like work out. Like no matter what I'm doing on the back burner, it takes time for everything. I don't know. I think I'm rambling again, but like I keep making like little goals and plans and stuff like that, and not necessarily have set them up for a stream just yet, or even YouTube. Like I keep saying I want to do more YouTube stuff. I haven't set that up yet. Honestly, I might start that like when I'm off, because like the YouTube thing, I started realizing I can't do streaming when I'm at my house because of the internet issues over there, but I could make videos over there for YouTube. That was kind of the reason why I started thinking of YouTube again. I was just like, oh, I can at least work on it to a certain degree, even if I don't do it entirely, if that makes sense. Like I don't have to devote my entire time over at the house to just like that sort of thing, but I can devote part of it. Like even if it's just like recording footage or something like that, I could do some stream stuff over there, or like some YouTube stuff at least. And so now I'm thinking about YouTube again, and I've been more focused on like the stream and like the issues from last time, the issues. So I haven't really been like focusing a lot of attention on YouTube lately. Well, I mean, I have been focusing on YouTube lately, but it's been more like the stuff that I needed to fix. um, but I want to I kind of want to expand out more and do more things. So we'll see. We'll see. I need to work on my time management skills too, cause like I do struggle with like a little bit of burnout after a stream, and I kind of I need to figure out. I'm thinking of actually either doing the streams later or doing the streams earlier, and I don't know which one would be better. Like part of me says the streaming earlier would be better because then I would have the rest of the night to myself. But at the same time, that means I will be burnt out for the rest of the night, especially if I have a long stream. But if I stream too late of a night, then that means I will be very tired at the end of it. So I'm kind of struggling to figure that out. I can go ahead and talk about it. I'm thinking of maybe next week when the next week that I come, I'm thinking of doing an earlier stream. Anyway, we can make kegs now. I still need the copper for it, but we've got some copper already set up, and then I created another forge out of the rest of the copper. But like we can make a few. Hey, we got a shed now. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave it there. I do want to look out at the shed. But yeah, I have been thinking about like changing the stream time. So I can go ahead and announce that. I'm gonna try. I don't know if it'll be like 11 or 10. I'm thinking 10, maybe for a practice day or two. But now we can get hay out of here. I was afraid he needed the chickens for that. That's why I wanted to test it. But I am thinking of like changing it to an earlier time. That way, if I'm really motivated to stream, I can stream for longer in the day, because like after like about like at the point I'm at, I have been wanting to stream a little bit longer. But by the time that it gets to like my usual sessions, I'm just like, it's getting awfully late and I'm getting kind of tired. So I might do earlier sessions next week, the next time I come. But that'll be a different week from now. But we'll talk about it then. We'll talk about it then. I'm gonna kind of sit on it while I'm gone. But either way, thank you all for watching. We still have one more stream, because today is just Thursday, I believe, right? Yeah, Thursday. So tomorrow we'll still be streaming at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. But thank you all for watching. Either way, if you enjoyed this, you can always follow me on Twitch. I stream here every day, Monday through Friday, if I can. Sometimes there's an issue, but I also put all my VODs onto YouTube. So if you miss out on a VOD, that is where you can find all of it. And I always try to cut down on all the breaks and stuff like that, so you don't have to miss anything. But until then, thank you all for watching, and I really appreciate you listening in or hanging out or anything like that. But thank you again for watching. I've said this like 5 times now. Again, bye bye. Bye bye. See you later. Bye bye.